you'll notice that since the dinosaurs are finally gone, you will find that there is no dinosaur behind you. However, there is a new friend that has showed up down in the corner.
Oh, the
And
powerhouse of the South?
it was literally the only joke worth making.
So, I have a quick story about this game because I love it to death.
Uh-huh.
This is one of my favorite PS1 games of all time.
Mm-hmm.
It was developed in 1998 to test the PS1's capabilities for FMV, like rendering FMV in real time while the gameplay is happening. And also, when it came out, released with a demo for FF8. And this kind of helped figure out FF8's art style, and FF8 led to why Parasite Eve 2 is so dramatically different. But the most important thing, this is a game composed by one of my favorite VGM composers of all time. This is Yoko Shimomura, who has composed stuff like Mario and Luigi, Superstar Saga, Kingdom Hearts, Live Alive, Super Mario RPG. So, I'm a big fan of her work, and I argue that this is some of her best work. Because it's very new era.
This is also a Christmas game, chat.
Yeah, if Die Hard's a Christmas movie, this is a Christmas game.
Also, some of the best FMVs I've ever fucking seen from this era, I'm not gonna lie. Like, this whole intro cutscene shows off a fair number of them, and it's really fucking cool. Like, the grotesque transformations are really good. I think about the one from Parasite Eve 2 a lot.
Yeah, the first transformation scene
reasons.
in Parasite Eve 2 is very good.
Also, Anna Brea, right? That's her name?
Yeah, it's Aya Brea.
Aya Brea.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Japanese-American New York City cop.
Yeah. This was originally a novel called Parasite Eve in Japan. It didn't get much of a... It didn't make too much of a splash in the West. And this is a lot more of a safer version, because there's a lot of stuff in the original novel that's not fun.
Now I'm curious as to what that is.
I'll explain it when we get there. There's a couple of points in the game where you're just like, huh, really?
The worst
was it like this at all?
within
and
the
like,
self.
Yes.
I love like the words and phrases that flash. Like, that is so like late 90s.
But without further ado, shall we?
I mean, the one thing I'm gonna have to do is teach myself how to play first. I'm not gonna be an Aaron Hansen.
I think the tutorial is like just a very basic. Yeah, it'll tell you like, okay, here's all the stuff that you need to know about the game. How to use the controller. About icons.
That's fine. I don't need that then. If it's not gonna give me
then
like a
because I will help you with that.
Then yeah,
I'll help you with that. Because I know all the buttons.
Square.
So in this instance, instead of me playing the game, like it was for Dino Crisis, because I knew that Niall wasn't gonna really gel with 90s survival horror, at least the gameplay aspect of it.
So
but Parasite Eve is as close as you can get.
Am I hitting new game then?
You're hitting new game.
Okay.
I think maybe I have a file on here, but whatever.
Like, I love, like, it's been a while since I've seen this game. I was considering watching the Best Friends run of it again, just to, like, refresh in my mind a bit more of it. But I totally forgot by the time, but it's like, I totally forgot.
I've beaten this game and have helped at least 3 people through it.
There they are, chat.
On their own stream. It's this game is incredible to me.
Wait a minute.
Without a doubt, one of the most creative RPG systems out there.
Which bridge is that?
This is New York, so I don't know anything about it. I'm on
If
the West Coast.
If that was like the Brooklyn Bridge or the Manhattan Bridge, I don't think either of those have a fucking train line on them, do they?
Maybe. I mean, are there
Hold
subway
on.
lines that cross bridges?
I've never heard of, like, for New York it would make sense.
I think it has to.
But
right?
I genuinely don't think they ever have. I don't think they have any of those.
Huh.
Does New York have trains that cross bridges? Oh wow, the Manhattan Bridge can be crossed by footcar or train.
All right. Well, there you
The
go.
B, D, N, and Q trains cross over the bridge. The bottom. Oh wow! I had no idea. Also, I forgot this game isn't voice acted.
Yeah. So we get to voice all the characters.
Oh, I can't. I don't have the voice energy for that right now.
I can do it.
I don't think I do anyway. I mean, I could, but like, you're gonna get the worst. You're gonna get the worst Aya Brea voice you'll ever hear in your life. I'm sure.
Yeah, that's
There's
fine.
only one voice I can possibly give her, and that is purely for the joke of it. And that would be a Joey fucking Wheeler kind of voice.
Yeah.
She's a fucking New York cop. You know what? What are you gonna do?
mean-
I mean, why not?
You're more than welcome to.
it's kind
I'm
of
not
a
gonna
joke.
stop you. You can give up on the bit as soon as you want, but I fully commit to it. You seem like you've never been to the opera. Aya Brea, age 25, NYPD officer.
NYPD means I will knock your punk ass down.
So if you want to change her name, you can.
I'm not gonna
But
change it.
I usually just stick with Aya.
What button? What? Oh.
You can. I think you can D-pad, or stick to end, or I think you just hit start.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Aya Brea. I don't know. You're right. I'll try to have more fun. It's like there's something very funny about second generation Japanese Americans just sounding like the
With
most
a-
Brooklyn,
with a
most
Brooklyn accent?
the most fucking Brooklyn you'll ever hear in your life. Something
Yeah.
really goddamn funny about that. Don't worry about it. Like she comes home, hey ma, hey, I brought the pizza. You want some? And then her mom's like
Mhm.
full Japanese. It's just like, cause like if she's a Japanese American, she's got like blonde hair and blue eyes, and I'm like, all right, first of all, there's a problem right there. However,
Aren't you
it's-
glad you
it's-
decided to go
it's-
out with
it's
me?
So funny.
I even had my dad get the best seats for us tonight.
Oh, I forgot that she was like forced on a date by her cop friends. Like, hey, how's that guy? He's like, he's a fucking knucklehead. I hated the guy.
He's a fucking douchebag.
It's like they all talk like that. It's so fucking funny. Oh my
So
god.
lighten up. We're gonna have a great time. You'll see. All right. And you should have freedom of movement.
Oh wow. Okay. That is actually nice. Just again, real nice change of pace.
Yeah, and you do have like walk speed. So if you like only like partially move the stick a little bit, you'll be able to like slow
Oh
walk.
god, you're right. But like my controller has a really
Yeah.
fucking bad dead zone. So
It's a bad dead zone anyways because it's like a 50-50.
yeah.
Or it's like 10% and you get the slow walk. But here's Yoko Shimomura at her finest.
The real question is, did she sing this? There's no way she did that.
No.
I would be
you'll
stunned
tell.
if it were
You'll be able
her.
to tell.
Because
You'll
like
be able to tell
because like
she didn't sing it.
because like I know she probably doesn't speak a lick of English, at least not at this point in her life.
Hmm.
Father. Oh, okay, it's auto scrolling.
It's just an auto. Yeah, it'll do that. I forbid it! You know well what will happen if you do. Those who succumb to her beauty all die in horrible ways.
You don't understand. She is the one that has suffered after the deaths.
She is evil. Guard, grab her. And burn her at the stake.
Burn the witch. Just fucking abridged.
But like, look
Tristan
at this
voice.
body animation for 98.
I know, like it's really detailed. Father! If you are sentencing her to death, then I ask you take my life along with hers.
Edward.
And then opera.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think it's her singing.
No, like, no, not even remotely.
This is very clearly End of Ages MIDI. But it's still good.
With the accent, this is about to be a blast. I will apologize in advance. Titties. Fucking bustier dresses like that, man. That whole push-up effect is like, oh, that makes me weak. Don't you hate it when you're singing really good opera and then all of a sudden you have a fucking mental activation of mitochondria?
I hate it when that happens at the opera.
Damn! I forgot they just go
Yeah, no.
Oh, fuck.
People literally spontaneously combust.
Like, them. She's like, is this part of the fucking play? Oh, look, your date's on fire. Oh, wait, that's not her date. Never mind. Well, that's...
This is a hot date.
So hey, so how was the play? Shit was fucking fire.
Yeah.
Aya, come on. That's a bit much, don't you think? Look, give me something, all right, Chief? Come on. Give me fucking something here.
This was a lit play.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's such a good... These are such good shots.
It like, yeah, like, the power of that opening is really good. It's like, oh! I love that she comes strapped.
Jesus. I don't want to... Oh my god.
How did you survive this? Go! Get out of here! Now! The fucking shove! I love it.
Aya is a bona fide badass. Yeah, you'll get hit with some collision, but this is also like crazy high fidelity scenes for the end of this game, or like for the end of this console's, or like in the middle of this generation, I should say.
I probably should have figured out what buttons are. Freeze! NYPD!
I'll tell ya.
They detail her fucking shoulder blades and everything.
You're the only one who seems to be fine.
What?
You should be awakening soon.
I already went through that like twice. Come on. What are you talking about? This is terrible already.
Your cells are trying to communicate. They're calling out. Alright, so you can move at any point. This is all battle scenes, you can move.
Oh!
And you just have to dodge attacks. You can hit X to activate your attack. Square is going to be how you accept inputs.
Oh, okay.
That radius around the start of your action, that's your weapon's range. If you're out of that range, it deals less damage or misses entirely.
No, yeah, I remember how it works. Like, seeing the combat was why I was so interested in. Like, this is a turn-based, real-time combat RPG, but it's guns.
In 1998, Niall.
And it's never been done again.
Yes.
This is one of the coolest RPG combat methods I've ever seen, and it has never been replicated.
Yes. Exactly.
And I sit there and I have to wonder why? What was the why not? It's really cool.
Parasite Eve never went back to this. They tried two completely different styles.
My body's getting hot.
Just as I thought.
What is this? What did you do to me? This is so stupid already with that fucking accent.
Yeah. Well, you can, yep.
Ugh.
So, yeah, so once you have your AT ready, you're good to go.
Blah, blah.
And then you just move. And if you want to use any of your PE spells, you hit triangle to open up your menu. But you can only do that when you have your AT full.
That. Oh yeah, the reload as well.
Yep. bodies are communicating with each other.
This is pretty homoerotic, actually.
This too is Yuri.
Yeah, for real. Communicating what? What do you want?
The more you use that power, the more you'll become like me.
Okay, so is there a tracking in that? I mean, I know there are multiple endings to the game, but they only appear at the very, very end.
Yes.
So I know both the endings, but what affects that?
So you can only get the first ending on your first playthrough. The second ending requires New Game Plus.
Oh.
And then the New Game Plus is a like a late game dungeon, and that becomes your new end game instead of playing through the end of the main game.
Yeah, the Chrysler Building grind.
Mhm.
Yeah, 100 junk to obtain
70,
God Gun.
77 floors that don't respawn after you clear them.
Oh, fucking God. 100
and
junk for God Gun.
and every single floor is randomly generated. They all look the same, and it's a nightmare. But it's if you want to get to end game modding, you have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you get all the rare trading cards, then you get unlimited super tools, and that means you can convert a weapon into some crazy nonsense, and it lets you play the game however you want. This game is about complete player expression.
Chat,
in
I'm
fun
gonna
form,
say this. I'm gonna say this once. If there is not an influx of goofy meme art of me in any capacity going, but God Gun though,
Yes.
I will be very disappointed. I am not going to go through the Chrysler Building shit in my own time because that sounds like hell. However, God Gun though.
Yeah, Bloody Palace is a good way to put it because that's like an alternate thing, but this is a little different. Because the Chrysler Building is.
I have a better way to phrase it. Zero Isle from Mystery Dungeon.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I hate that place. That place sucked. Palace of the Dead in Final Fantasy XIV is also also a good example too. It starts you with fucking nothing, and you crawl your way all the way up. Yeah.
Eve.
Eve.
I'm surprised you don't know me, Aya. You should know me well.
What am I, fucking Adam over here? What? I just love the idea, like, again, like, because she's so fucking New York, she just sounds like a douchebag sometimes.
Yeah.
The fuck you? What? What?
Yeah.
Tiny child.
Welcome to plot.
What is this?
What is this? Bloody Palace is a good comparison.
Just fucking walk into, like, flashback, you're dressed like fucking, what the hell was the name from Shadow the Hedgehog? Maria? Aya walks in like Dante. What the hell is this? I think about that a lot.
What is this?
Wait, where are you going? I'm not through with you yet.
Time to go backstage.
I love just the idea that she's also wearing like pumps while doing this is so great.
She is.
Look,
she's wearing pumps.
I love me an action girl who fucking wears pumps while doing dumb shit like this. Oh, okay, that wow, okay. Fucking exit stage left.
Some of the screens are going to be interesting. So before you jump down, you're going to play a little game called Guess the Cartoon. Long story short, the biggest issue that Square Enix had with fully rendered backgrounds like this is that you can see stuff like this loot item chest on the right side of the screen super well because it's a little different from the rendered background. It's aliased to hell.
Here's where I have to correct you on that. Reminder that I play on a laptop and my laptop doesn't have the best color optimization, so sometimes things are very dark. If I move my arm is also kind of covering it, but I'm assuming you mean that fucking little black chest down by the absolute edge.
Yeah.
Sounds like my backups arrived.
jump down. Oh, forget it.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. They don't say that shit over there.
Medicine 1. Well, not as much as you think they would. Forget about
No.
it's one of those things where you hear a very specific area.
So you can jump down if you want. You can also go back to the main entrance and meet with the cops, and they will give you some extra ammo and some supplies if you want.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll play that. Look, Aya Bray is not fucking stupid. Okay, she's a smart one. She knows.
I may be reckless. I may have put 6 9mm rounds downrange at the.
I don't want to get down.
Yeah, you leave in front of the curtain.
Oh, okay. Oh wow. All right. No, we got some 3D play in there. Okay.
Yeah, you'll have to consider like screen space in terms of like what direction certain rooms are in. Fortunately, this does a good job of not doing the thing that Dino Crisis did, which is constantly change what orientation you're facing when you're in the room.
like the general orientation
This
of
does
like
a pretty good job
every
of
room
making
has
sure
a
you know
single
what
angle.
side of the building and like where you are in the space. But there are a couple of exceptions.
Okay, so ooh, all right.
PE is your parasite energy.
No, yeah, okay. I'm just okay. This is actually a good moment to like figure out like how the shit works.
You start with a handgun, but you can also equip a club. Club 1 is not great right now, just because it doesn't have good benefits to it. You have stereo and mono sound options. You can also change the window color if you really want to.
Wait, where? Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, you're right. I need to make it visible. I want to make it as visible as I possibly can, honestly.
Yeah. This game does an alright job of making sure you can constantly read the text. Having the window outline is super nice, though.
It's a bit sore on the eyes, actually. I'm trying to figure out, like, I know.
What color are you trying to get?
I mean, well, that's the thing. I mean, I know how to. I'm just like figuring out what color would be best for it, though. Because like a lot like it's like I guess like I want it to be like maybe a little bright, but then like I don't want it to be too bright because then it's gonna hurt my eyes.
Then I'd say if you want this, then you probably want something like 40, 40, 70. Because that'll darken it.
Although, if I'm being perfectly honest. No, you know what? No, that's okay.
That's good. And then cursor is just, you can set it to memory or default.
That is kind of fucking with my eyes a little bit, actually. Let me make it a bit more blue. Chat, you're now learning terrible things about me.
Look, this is what made RPG special, is that you would take your time and like customize the game. That was a big part about it, is like it would just like let you do stuff. So I play on default. Memory is okay, but I don't usually. The only time I really like memory cursor in RPGs is when I need like a caster to heal stuff. Otherwise, it's not really.
Oh, that means as in like it remembers where it last was in the menu.
Yeah. So.
Wait, I'm a cop. I'm with the NYPD. I hate saying that out loud.
What?
Hold on. I'm gonna take up my badge. Don't shoot. I keep it in my tits. That's the only place I don't have any fucking pockets on this fucking thing. Ah, shit.
Oh, shit, we're sorry, Aya. We didn't recognize you before.
How the hell did you not recognize me, you motherfucker? What?
Hey, why don't you have any injuries?
Don't ask me. It's something I want to know.
Everyone's gotten burned. A lot of them. Probably won't make it.
That fucking blows. What about you? Hey, I got the same gun.
Yeah.
Hey, I got the same gun. Hey, I got the same gun. I got bullets for that if you want.
Oh yeah, yeah. The like a very Belushi tone. Yeah.
I was trying to go for
Uh,
Warburton, actually.
yeah, and you can talk to. I wonder if it's that thing called uh spon spontaneous combustion.
Really?
Who knows, huh? You think we'll be on TV?
Why is that your... Why do you worry about this?
I hope this becomes a TV movie or something. Let me patch you up.
No, no fucking, like, noise.
No, that's weirdly absent in this game for some reason. There's a couple of
Okay,
sounds that I wish were a thing, but
so here is my question then.
okay.
What's... Oh, oh. Oh, that is a hard pause button. Okay.
Yes, start is hard
Interesting.
pause. Triangle has to be menu.
Interesting.
That's just how it is for all Square RPGs.
Okay, so my question here is, how do the ammo crates work? I guess that means...
All weapons use the same general ammunition. So, well, not all weapons. There's a exception. All primary weapons like the pistol, so all pistols, rifles, SMGs, shotguns, they all use ammo. Just a
Okay.
generic single ammo type.
Yeah, ammo crate. Yeah, Dead Space 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have a maximum of 999 rounds.
Okay.
And then you can put another 999 in storage. You may not think you'll hit that number, but it's surprisingly close. And then
So...
if you need, and then your gun has a maximum amount of rounds in it before it needs to reload. So before battles, you can manually load magazines
Yeah.
by selecting reload, and then it'll just be like, okay, select your ammo crate, and then you can take ammo out or put ammo into any gun. So if you find a gun that you don't like and you just need the ammo, you can take the ammo out and then use it for like mod fodder.
Okay. Okay, this is where I find out how many rounds it has in it by default.
Yeah.
So I want to put one more in just to have a... I like...
And then
I like making sure I go into a battle with full ammo.
Yeah, and then the other thing is the trait that's attached to the gun, rate of fire times 2. That's how many shots you get per action.
Yes. Yeah.
You can get higher rates of fire, and you can also get multiple commands, but that's like late game stuff.
No. Yeah. Yeah. That's one of those things
I'd say
remember.
by day 4 or 5, you'll actually start having enough tools and weapons to start making a god weapon. Because once you have access to certain weapon categories, you'll find that a handful of weapon categories have very unique traits tied to them. But certain weapon categories are just better in general because they're either faster, which means that you're not stuck in an animation aiming to fire a shot, or you just want to get as many shots out as possible. It depends on your playstyle entirely. If you want to stay away and deal with more range while sacrificing a lower speed at which you shoot, then you can play around with rifles. Otherwise, handgun is pretty much the go-to for me.
Cloud.
Huh.
Are you alone? It's dangerous here. You should go. Oh, ghost child. I see.
Ah, yes. Like a phantom memory.
Oh. Oh, that's where we're going. Oh, okay. That girl. It couldn't be.
That's one thing that always bothered me when playing shooter games after this. Why can't I unload my gun if I'm going to switch from it?
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
Yeah,
but...
there's a handful of games that interestingly allow you to unload and pack magazines. Stalker is a good example. Escape from Tarkov is a good example. It's just specifically limited to milsim games, which feels like an absolute nonsense excuse. Yeah. But again, I love this game. I love this music. I love these CGs.
Rat!
Rat!
Okay.
The good old New York rat.
Rat! I mean, honestly, this is pretty accurate for New York rats.
Lore accurate New York rat.
They're fucking monsters. They're huge, they're gross, they suck shit, it fucking blows. Like, this is, like, so the thing. It's so fucking gross and awesome.
This combines, like, a bit of, like, the thing with Dead Space.
It's so fucking cool. Like,
and
God, that's disgusting. The sequence is awesome. Like, that is so fucking next level.
Alright, so So you're getting the general idea of it is like just pay attention to patterns and what they are, and then be sure to just move appropriately.
That!
There
Got
you go.
him. Nice.
But there's so much like tiny detail in all this. Like even when she fires, you see a bullet eject or like shell eject.
Yeah, you
great.
do. The bullet casing effect is so good. Jesus, did Eve do that? Do that to the rat? What the hell's going on here? I will interject my own commentary here, like own words here and there, just because.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this one's not locked.
Yeah.
Knock knock, NYPD. Clown!
Here, take it. Take everything. It's all on the counter.
Don't scare me. I'm with the NYPD.
You're the one that scared me, lady. I was just getting ready. You know, only staff are allowed in here.
If there was an incident here, you'll have to evacuate.
What? You're kidding, right? Hey, I'm not dying here tonight. See ya.
Runs out in full clown makeup.
And he's dead.
I love that fucking scream. That's one of my fucking favorite things.
Yeah,
honestly.
the classic. Yeah, you're gonna hear a lot of classic. You're gonna hear a lot of classic horror stock
I can
sound effects.
open every single one of these.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking awesome.
You'll be surprised with how much they actually did for the FMVs in this game.
Oh hell yeah!
Ammo.
This is why you check boxes, chat.
This is why you check boxes, chat.
Let me see if the.
And also, you can see that she reflects in the mirror.
Oh my god, you're right. Oh, that's fucking cool. Again,
Yeah.
this game was so fucking next level. And then 2 is fucking just as awesome. And then third birthday happens.
And then third birthday happens.
Now look, I know very little about that game other than everyone seems to hate it for admittedly probably good reason. But also
There's
like
a couple of pretty good reasons.
But also like I think the best friends did play some of it, but like I don't think they ever finished it which is fair.
I remember them getting at least as far enough as like the zoo.
You're still fucking alive. Holy fuck. Yeah? You good, bro? You're still alive. Hold on, let me call the paramedics. I really don't think that's gonna help.
Melissa, she's a monster.
Don't try to talk now. Melissa, you mean the main actress?
She probably got to Suzanne, too. You'll have to stop her.
No, please wake up! Hang in there! No, fucking...
Ellipses.
That shit, that is dead as hell. Like, that, that is like the next level dead.
You might need to check her again. But you can check the lockers first.
Medicine.
Med 1. Also, what's interesting is that all this sound is speaker side dependent.
Is it?
Yeah. If you can't inspect her, then that's fine. I thought you had to. But it also might be a weird interaction. I remember having to talk to her again, though. You need to go down as well, though, to go check the body of the clown.
Oh, you're right.
But yeah, the only like quirk I found that's weird with this game is that some of the interaction triggers is weird. That's an impressive performance of the dying actor.
Rats!
A rat!
I love the combat music too. Like,
this battle theme still sticks in my head.
It's really good, honestly. That! Oh, I got a crit on that. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, level up. Active time.
You got some extra points and stuff. Got 12 more ammo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it just goes in.
There we go. Oh, okay. All right. I understand how that works now. Like I saw the prompts on the side. I'm like, okay, Take all.
Yeah, you can select which one, or
fuck.
you can take all.
Damn, that was so fast.
Yeah, no, he died immediately upon leaving the room.
It's that clown from the it's the clown from the dressing room. I resent that. Oh, sorry.
How dare.
I'm a jester. Same fucking difference. It's not actually. Aren't you supposed to be dead?
Right. I'm just blaming death.
Let me have my pedantic rant. Doors. Endorse? Endorse what? Thought sports were played outdoors. Oh, you look like shit.
Yeah. Ah.
Is that because I ran into the body, or is it because I hit X on it?
It's because you tried to inspect him, yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah, this is the save feature.
Yeah, phones are save points in this game, just like Yakuza.
Ring, 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 ring. Phone call. Phone call.
Phone call. Ring, 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 ring. Phone call. Phone call.
Does it matter? Does it matter where I save to?
Like, just save it to mem card 1 because that's the only one that exists.
Okay.
And then you can save it anywhere. You get 20 save slots in this game. They gave you a lot of save slots in PS1 era. Can you inspect like the curtain over here?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and you also have that chest there.
Dropping.
If you ever have like too full of an inventory, you need to carry something else, you can just put stuff in a chest and get it later.
Huh.
And you can always come back to these areas.
Oh, there we go. Bird!
Bird!
Hot! 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 Help! Help! Ah!
Can you check the body?
What's this key?
Yeah,
key.
That one specifically always caught me off guard. I always forget that one. You can leave.
So what do I do with it? Is that just to open this next door, or is it to open the other locked doors?
Yeah, you should be able to open all the doors in this hall now that you have that key.
Oh, fuck
That's gonna be the general gist, is that you go find a key, and then you go explore the dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
And you get a bunch of items from it.
Oh, this is a nice dressing room.
Yeah, it's a very nice dressing room. All right, one of my favorite parts of the game, honestly, is this like opening section is honestly one of my favorite openings in an RPG.
Like, the fact that they have the mirrors fucking work. Most games today still can't do that.
Yeah.
And it's not that difficult to do. Just mirror the model. Like,
yeah.
You have a second model that mirrors the inputs that the player's doing. It's not that difficult. However, I get why some games don't do it.
Yeah.
I can't read the book. Is it not going to let me read the book?
You should be able to. You might have to, like, face it more directly.
Oh, there we go. Okay. I think I just have to, like, stand still and do it. A diary?
Do you want me to read this diary?
No, that's fine. I can do it.
Okay.
Oh my god, November 3rd?
Yeah.
That's Godzilla's birthday.
Yeah.
That's true, by the way. Godzilla's birthday, or Godzilla Day, is November 3rd, because that is the day that the original movie released back in '54 in Japanese theaters. Mm-hmm. November 3rd, 1954. Which, if you watch Shin Godzilla, is also the date that the whole Kamada-kun thing happens. So...
And this is 1997? November 3rd, 1997?
Mm-hmm. The Christmas show is set. This has been my dream. The main actress is a solo concert at the theater in Central Park. I took all the medication to get here. I took all that medication to get here. I have to get the lead part. I'll even sell my soul to the devil if I have to. Yeah, typical theater kid shit.
Mm-hmm.
17th. Oh, the music change. That's so good.
Yoko Shimomura. Niall.
She did all of the music in this game, then. All of it is her.
All of it is her.
Damn. Oh, the opera's back.
Mm-hmm.
Where the fuck's that coming from? Is that the speakers again? What is this? The cast was announced, and Suzanne and I are double cast. I want to play the part alone, but everyone knows she's good. 21st. I think I'm overdoing it. My body's getting hotter than ever for some reason. I better take more medicine. December 6th. I collapsed today. I lost consciousness after my body got hot. I expanded immensely. I can't fit the dress anymore. I don't care if I die. I just want to get through this show. December 10th.
Bird up.
I passed out again. I had another popsicle. Put a snowball in my gun, and I fired, and I missed.
I passed out again.
I had a popsicle in my mouth. They told me to go to... That's a Game Grumps bit, for anyone who doesn't know that. I don't think they ever finished that game, but you should go watch their run of the Nancy Drew.
I think they either got like
Did they?
an hour in, or they got pretty close to finishing it.
Oh,
or they did finish it, because they do a lot of they do like a lot of point-and-click adventures lately, and I'm into it.
I mean, I know that they played Devil's Third, didn't finish it on their normal show, but then they did a live stream and finished the game entirely, which I'm like, yeah, that's great. I watched like the long form video someone did of that edit. It's pretty funny. They told me to go to the doctor and get some rest. If this continues, Suzanne will definitely take my part. I need to get better. I'd better take a lot of the medication tonight. Okay. December 11th. Suzanne was burned in an apartment fire. It's because I wanted to get the part so bad? God forgive me. 17th. It looks like I'll be the lead. I better take more medication and work it. 23rd. Opening night. Everything went smoothly. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. We should have the biggest crowd of the season. And I have a solo concert the next day at the park. But I'm not feeling well. Better shape up if I want to get through this. I better take more medication. For what? Why is she taking so much? She must have a drug problem. Another key?
Rehearsal key. All right. That's your lore. It's nice that they require you to find bits of pieces of plot like this.
Yeah.
Because that's something that you could have just entirely missed.
Yeah. Oh, the bird's there now. Wait, is that a different bird?
It might be a different bird. I don't know. Could be the same bird.
Merry Christmas. Goodbye. Oh.
All right, find the bird.
Whoop.
Look at that parrot. Look at that mutant parrot.
That's pretty great.
So
actually.
vibrant.
It screams at me too. Ah! Damn. Am I getting lucky on those crits then?
Yeah, if you're in your like range bubble, then your crit is reliant on I can't remember what specifically. I think it might be based on your
distance?
armor. Your armor might have like a crit upskill. I think that's where it comes from. But not this one specifically. Oh yeah, no. Your score is 13 crit.
Oh.
So that's what defines your critical chance. Is your armor. And then range is basically pixels. I think they use pixels for range in this.
I see.
And every time you level up, you gain more inventory slots. But if you go to... oh, you don't have bonus points yet. Never mind. But you can check the closet. I think there's something in there.
Oh.
Yep.
So there was.
And I think maybe the bookshelf? If not, then the drawer at the mirror. And if not that, then fuck me.
No. Believe me, I will be inspecting, like, everything, because, like, some things, like, look like they're part of the background, but aren't. So, I mean, yeah, I get it.
If I recall right, investing in crit isn't really worth it. You realistically want more, Parasite energy or defense points. Critical is not a bad choice, but by endgame, the armor crit chance is so high that you'll get crits regularly.
The battle transition's pretty good, too.
Yeah. And this is, like, one of the best songs in the entire game, which is great because you hear it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
This is also the only main battle theme, I should point out. I think outside of like section bosses, only like a small handful of characters get unique themes.
Yeah. Oh,
But you'll also
that's
hear
so
some of these
cool.
tracks and be like, "This sounds like The Matrix." Yeah, I'm not kidding. You'll hear one and you'll be like, "Wait a minute."
Oh man, this is already so fun to play. Like it's such a
Yeah.
fucking cool RPG system.
Yeah.
God, they.
You can stand still here if you want.
Yeah. She's just playing piano. I'm not gonna fuck with her.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I'm thirsty.
Yeah. If I recall, this song only plays in like 2 places, and this is one of them.
It would be interesting if it was like this, like there's a remix of it for like the final boss fight.
Well, this is
I guess,
actually
like,
the
a fight with her.
This is the leitmotif of Parasite Eve's like main.
That's what I thought.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was gonna say it's either the main theme or it's Eve's theme. It's one of the two.
But if you need to like have a good comparison of Yoko Shimomura's evolution as a composer, it's this song, and then you compare it to Dearly Beloved from Kingdom Hearts, because they're both piano arrangements. But you can also compare some of this work to Street Fighter 2, because she composed that.
Yeah, she did.
I am Eve. I'm getting hot.
This is so admittedly that makes me laugh. It makes me laugh because it became a running gag for the best friends when they played it. I'm getting hot. Like they say it in like that like creepy way, hot, like wet, sweet.
I'm getting hot.
They like overpronounce the T.
Mm-hmm. Nucleic domination has finally come to an end once and for all.
This is that shit that someone says to you and it's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
monologue juice are you fucking drinking? Like, her mitochondria decided to go, we're gonna monologue at you in a way that makes Sephiroth cry. And it's like,
interestingly enough, Eve does have like a similar way of talking to Sephiroth.
Oh yeah.
And I think, if I recall, I think one of these writers worked on FF8 at the time, so this might be based on Ultimecia.
I don't know what the hell that
which
is.
would make a lot of sense.
I have no idea what that is. I know nothing about
Ultimecia is
FF8.
like the main villain of FF8. FF8 is a very interesting RPG, but that's for later.
Okay. Oh.
Yep.
Nice axle hair.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking big ass yowie hands.
That stock laugh. Yeah.
I still love that like entity design is great.
Yeah.
The day for the
mitochondria to be free has finally arrived.
What? I want that on a shirt. Like I want that dialogue on a shirt with no context.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
I didn't realize it until listening to Eve's theme like this.
Mm-hmm.
But it has a similar like drum line to a certain song from Mario RPG. That attack in particular is kind of nasty because it's a trick.
Yeah.
You have to like stand still. And if you want to use your Parasite energy, you open the menu and go there. You'll have heal 1 by default.
Cool.
Yeah. But every single time you burn Parasite energy, it gets harder to regain it. So there's like a momentum system. The more you use your parasite energy, the harder it is to recharge.
Yeah.
Looks like you still need some time, girl.
Out of curiosity, even, this is supposed to be a Yuri. Why you got the meowy hands, huh? What's up with that?
Until your mitochondria is completely free,
That does
you
not
will
answer
never
my
get the
question.
Yuri hands.
That does not answer my question. Mitochondria? What are you saying? I don't understand you. Why is you capitalized?
I don't understand you.
Oh, the gurgling.
It's supposed to be like a heartbeat or something.
What? Where is this? Is that the little girl I saw? No, it's Maria. I had to at least once.
The model does look like Maria. I think
Yeah,
that every
yeah,
time.
yeah.
I think that every time.
The doctor? Wait. Vastly, infinitely greater score than fucking Dino Crisis.
Oh yeah, it's very
like,
good.
It's like you know how when you play when you play Limbo, it's like no, like this is where the bar is. No, the bar is like the bar was on the floor, and the point of the bar was to go under it, but like you cannot go under that anymore. It's on the fucking floor. The bar here is like the equivalent of it to being on the floor, but then like the bar for Parasite Eve is like they took that bar and decided to put it. They decided to use that bar for carrying a sign as a plane drags a sign in the sky, and that sign says "Fuck you, Dino Crisis."
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
As an aside, this game was produced with Final Fantasy VII money.
Yeah.
While Dino Crisis was technically funded mostly with Resident Evil 1 money, because RE2 was in development around the same time. Resident Evil 2 definitely got the larger of the the larger of the share. Because RE2 is it's weird. RE2 is a better game, but has worse voice acting.
It has worse voice acting than Dino Crisis?
I'd say so. RE2 has a couple of lines that are really funny just because of how like plain some of the voice lines are done. It's in a way it's in its own way charming. But yeah. Just in general. The late 90s were a very experimental time because they were just figuring out 3D graphics. But yeah, it's this game's OST is incredible.
I'm just waiting for an ad break to run down, so I don't want to. I get pretty.
We
like,
can just chat for a bit.
Yeah, I get pretty specific about that. It's like, nah, I don't want to like progress the story and no one catch it. Like, yeah.
Oh right. Yeah,
so
I agree.
I'm just like getting rid of pings that have showed up. Yeah.
But yeah, these games are Parasite Eve 1 and 2 are very special to me. Because the first time I ever learned about Parasite Eve, it was by hearing the final boss theme. I watched I watched a YouTuber who would do do scary VGM selections during Halloween. That was like a big thing back in the early 2010s. Is that you would have people like that because Josh Scorcher was like that. He had a couple of like VGM lists and whatnot, and then he kind of redirected to doing more scripted content. And then there was another one called Peanut 3423 that did the VGM often. I learned about Parasite Eve that way, and I was just like, "What is this? What is this?" And I Googled it on YouTube, and it pulled up a playthrough of the final fight, and I watched it, and it was a playthrough that was in Spanish. So for a while, I thought it was a Spanish-only game. But that's how I learned about Parasite Eve, and since then, it has become probably my most played PS1 game.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Like I'd say the PS1 game that I've played probably the most would be Metal Gear Solid, but
Hmm.
like if I
I
had
had never
Parasite
played Metal
Eve,
Gear
like
Solid.
I honestly believe that if I cannot ever promise that if I had access to this game in the past, I would have played it, purely
Hmm.
because like I'm not sure if I could handle how it worked. However, like this is one of those games where it's like I feel like I'm able to appreciate it more in the now than back when it
Hmm.
was like a thing that was kind of new.
I feel like this is probably one of the top best aged games because the gameplay mechanics feel modern.
Yeah, they do.
Um, but
It's
yeah,
not nearly as obtuse as some of the shit that you get in
uh,
Resident Evil.
go check the piano.
Oh, the piano.
Yeah, it's kind of vague.
It's like, damn, now I can't play the piano. She smashed the fucking keys.
God damn it! I only know Moonlight Sonata third movement. I play. It's like one of those video games.
Oh, it's a hole.
Yeah,
Oh, hold on.
you tried to play the piano and it was just like hole.
That's fine. One of them video games.
One
Video
of them video
games.
games.
I've heard of video games.
Video games, yeah.
Video games. I barely know what games.
Heavenly Gate.
Now we're in the sewers.
Ooh. Music.
Oh, that full-on top-down perspective.
Yeah,
Is it sewer gator time? Or is it rats again?
it's rats.
Rats! I love the way they skitter around.
Yeah. See, what's nice about the battle scenes is that they don't shift the perspective on you.
No, they don't.
They keep it to the room, which means that every single time you're in these sequences, you move almost identically. It's just the perspective itself is the challenge. Or the
Joke's on
spectacle
you,
at
rat
times.
boy. I've played FF14. I know what I'm doing. I can avoid your
Yeah.
AoEs. Mostly.
I'm a gunblade user. What the fuck do you expect?
I do play Gunbreaker every so often.
Yeah.
It's my favorite tank class. Like, yes, my main character's a paladin and with Dark Knight on the side, but like if I really had to like pick, I would choose Gunbreaker, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh!
There you go. There's a frog.
That I don't remember seeing that one before. Gross.
Yeah.
I will take out the rats first because
Yeah.
tongue.
The frog is slower.
Froggy.
Frosh.
Oh, that hurts.
Oh, that hurts. Yeah. Definitely move and heal, I'd say.
Oh, wow. Okay, he caught me off guard that time. Okay. I tried to move, but it wouldn't let me.
That's fair. Yeah.
I think input delay got me there for a second. Fuck.
That's fair. Frogs are a rare enemy, yeah. They also have a bit of tenacity to them.
Oh, fuck.
Your last save was...
Oh, no. It's gonna do that.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So if you want me to play this part, catch you back up,
No,
I can do that.
It's fine. It's fine. It's not fine
You have
at
to- you have to-
all.
You accidentally triggered it like 5 times.
Yeah, I know. I will not lie. That actually kind of bugs me. Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. It's one of those like save games. Okay.
Yeah. You'll want to save regularly. And
Yeah, I'm gonna save after picking up the fucking key.
yeah. You can also save after getting the rehearsal key.
No, I don't have limited save attempts. Just save
No.
slots.
You can save as many times as you want.
Cool. It's kind of funny because like through menus like this, I usually use my D-pad, but it's fine. Doesn't matter.
This is one of those games where DualShock wasn't quite fully implemented yet. You still had to click analog on the controller to toggle analog sticks. Otherwise, it would just default to D-pad.
Yeah.
Because not everybody had DualShock. at the time. You had to pay for DualShock controllers because they weren't often bundled in PS1s until the end of its lifespan. Fortunately, you can spam past all the text boxes in this game really fast.
Also, I kind of find it funny that, like, if you look at the back of Aya's hair, it honestly looks like she just got out of the shower. Like,
yeah.
Am I the only one who's seeing that? Because that's genuinely pretty funny.
I think it's supposed to be like tied back in a bun, but yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, yeah, I can tell that's like, yeah, she has short hair, I get it, but also, like, the way that it's shaped and the glossiness of it make me think of, like, seeing someone who just got out of the shower.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, so that's why she doesn't, that's the reason why she doesn't take fire damage, is because she's already got the damp buff.
Oh, yeah. She's constantly damp, I am afraid.
She's hot and wet.
Perpetually damp. Her body's getting hot.
That's my tagline, perpetually damp.
No comment.
Shoot the bird. Birdie dead.
At the very least, the, not pointing out some things we've never noticed before.
That's my tagline, permanently damp.
Yep. Perpetually damp. Chaos Nile.
It's like crock milk, does a body good. It's the gender you can taste. What does that mean? Don't ask.
I love the taste of estrogen in the morning.
I cannot explain. I cannot rightfully explain what the fuck that means. It was a running joke that a friend of mine made. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll run with that. I'll take that. That's mine now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chaos Nile is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
My payout came early. I'm actually surprised that it came early, if I'm being perfectly honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I can use these out
Yeah,
of
you can
combat.
use PE skills outside of battle, yeah. And then it'll still recharge at the same rate as if you... Or it'll recharge as fast as possible because it's at the start of battle. So they kind of want you to use skills out of battle if you need to heal.
Mm-hmm. Get that cool cutscene again, I bet.
Yeah, I don't remember if you can skip it. I think you can on a New Game Plus file.
I'm gonna give these fucking FMVs their full credit, because like, I fucking love the FMVs in this game. They're all really good.
Yeah.
Like
late 90s, like turn of the millennia CG was evolving
fabric
at such a rapid rate.
Like, most games still can't do fabric shit in FMVs and whatnot, but this game went, nah, we're gonna do that in both the games.
Mm-hmm.
The way like the shirts and shit tear along the along the back of like the girl that transforms in Parasite Eve 2, like most games still can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
I got first blood. Fuck you. Okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's moving with the beam that's gonna get me, honestly.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't move.
Which is like, come on, man. No. Alright, hold on.
Yeah. You can use a Med 1 because you have limited inventory.
I've got so many of those right now. Oh, the heal animation's great.
Yeah. It's still at its core a Final Fantasy game.
Mm-hmm.
It's just got guns.
Yeah, that made twice.
You almost have the timing figured out, but it's like you gotta wait for the beam to like reduce, and then you can move. Unfortunately, this game does get a little easier as time goes on.
Oh, that hurt me! You bitch.
Yeah. Enemies touching you hurts.
Like, I think the issue was that it's like I'm trying to get like out of the beam center, but she spawns it there on purpose.
Yeah.
Like her beam spawns in that spot every time, which is
Yeah.
like, God, that kind of sucks.
It's also a perspective thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes
if it was top down, I would be able to get that a lot easier.
No, that's gonna be the big thing that's gonna mess you up a little bit, is that the perspective can sometimes make beam attacks like that better.
Mm-hmm.
A weird thing about Eve's double lasers is that it's actually safer for you to be pretty close to her where the beams are the smallest. But otherwise, the hitboxes are pretty realistic. Or, not, well, realistic. Pretty accurate.
Yes, these very realistic death
These realistic
beam
Parasite
lasers
Eve Kaiokens, yeah.
Damn, I didn't know that if we do in fact awaken the power of mitochondria, we can suddenly become Dragon Ball Z characters.
That sounds exactly like how the Dragon Ball plot starts, is that they just make their mitochondria very hot and then their hair turns yellow.
See here, my ki is just that high.
Okay. So, the way that this game's combat system works is that every screen has a hotspot. So the first time you ever walk through these screens and it has a battle encounter, you are guaranteed to fight that encounter. But every successive pass through these screens reduces the odds of that encounter happening until the encounter rate is like about 10%.
Huh.
So grinding is a lot harder to do in this game because the encounter rates dramatically decrease, but it prevents you from overgrinding, and it also prevents you from being hit with ridiculously high encounter rates. So I'd consider it a win. Because there's nothing more annoying than one-step encounter rates.
Oh God, yeah. Like I know, like one of the games I'm gonna play with you at some point, Zoid's Legacy does that, where like it has like an overworld. There's an overworld thing where it's like, oh yeah,
that's just classic old RPG jank.
And then it's like those encounters all have like set formations you can find in each region. And there's always, like, the one that you really don't want that ends up being what you get almost every fucking time because it's just, there's just so much. And running, the game gives you 2 opportunities to run, but if you fail the first check, you can't get out of the fight. So it's like, oh, cool.
My mitochondria is clearly superior and more hotter than you could ever hope to reach the heights of.
I wanna be a super mitochondria! I wanna!
So yeah, probably...
Push-ups, sit-ups, and plenty of juice.
Yeah, you're kind of getting the general idea. If there's an enemy that has range, not for long. I think what gets me about the frog is its hooked tongue.
Yeah, it's got like a grabby hand on it. Like, what?
Yeah. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but why would it evolve like that?
Well, if it's meant to grab a person, probably be easier that way, yeah?
Yeah.
Get away from me, weirdo. Oh, fuck.
There you go. It's mostly... It's weird to describe it like this, but you play this kind of like Dark Souls. You wait for a certain attack to come out, and then you strike when it's in like end lag.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was my mistake going backwards.
You got plenty of healing supplies at least.
Nothing personnel, kid.
There you go.
Execution style, right the back of
You now have scan.
Oh. Oh, that's right. And when you scan things once, you permanently see their HP forever, right?
I think so.
Or was it a case-by-case thing?
I think it works with enemies.
2 World Wars!
Yep. Yep, 2 World Wars. Well, actually, the modern version of 2 World Wars, the M1911A1 is specifically like the polymer frame. But it is better than your M94F, or your M84F.
Indeed it is.
Has like higher damage, has slightly higher range, lets you fire 3 rounds, and also has an extra slot for modding.
Alright, so how do I unload my guns?
Select it and then reload and
Okay,
then
here we
move
go.
up. Yeah.
Alright.
It's
cool.
very simple.
And this has... Alright, neat.
Yep. It's very simple. There should be a couple more chests in this general hallway, but it's like I think it's like 2 or 3 screens.
I can go up the stairs.
Yeah. You can actually see what I'm talking about from here. Because the perspective is different, but the location of the items are the same. So if you go all the way up. There, you see those treasure chests in the corner?
Oh yeah, you're right. Uh-oh.
Those are usually hidden by walls when you go down into like the water section.
Oh, I love that she moved to the center. That's an interesting gimmick there.
Every single battle scene kind of starts you at a neutral position.
Bat! Bat! Bat!
Yeah.
Bat!
You're getting an idea. If you want to cancel inputs, by
Oh,
the way,
revive. Okay,
Yeah.
now I know how that works. Revive is not automatic. You use that before a fight or in a fight if you expect yourself to die. If you do use it and you don't die, it's a waste.
Yeah, it actually auto uses it if you die while you have it in your inventory.
Does it? Because I remember when the
Yeah.
best friends played it and they did not have that happen to them.
Weird, because that's how it works in this. Maybe I'm wrong.
Granted, you also have played it multiple times.
I've played it multiple
recently.
times and I don't remember a revive not working. It's just you don't get revives that often because they're a rare drop from monsters.
You're the little girl I saw in the theater. Are you lost?
But yeah, you can actually see a hidden treasure chest right there underneath the stairs near that door.
Oh, you're kind of right.
Yeah, and then the treasure chests you saw on the upper catwalk are just past that third pillar in the background. Or that second pillar. Yeah.
Ammo. Look,
Yep.
ammo will probably be one of my biggest concerns. Just making sure that I got the ammo for it.
I agree, because enemies will drop ammo like it's going out of style. And medicine is pretty easy to come by as well.
I didn't drop the accent. I just didn't.
Offense plus 2.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's a.
Yeah,
that's
those
a
are
gun
plus
mod.
chips.
Mm-hmm.
So if you, it's not a mod. Well, it kind of is, but you use it and then it gives you the stat for that thing. So I usually save these when I'm building the god gun.
Yeah. Because like I don't
then
know.
you just powerhouse it.
I forget like
But-
which gun was like the most recommended when it comes to like. Cause I want to
Categorically,
I want a rifle.
categorically, I recommend handgun. Some people go with SMG or machine gun.
I want the rifle.
If you want to go with rifle, you're more than welcome to.
Because like that's what I like a good rifle, you know.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you can get like an M4. I'm assuming that's a thing you can do.
Yeah, all the models use the same base model.
Oh fuck. Okay. Double teamed by frogs. Honestly, average Friday night for me.
Yeah.
Ah!
Rude.
The angle on that tongue is weird. Oh, I love that animation.
6 out of 34. Sensitive to cold.
Oh! You little twat!
There you go. And if you kill before your action is over, then you don't waste the extra shots.
Yeah, I do appreciate that.
So what becomes an interesting strategy in this game, because it's something I do, is that I count how many shots it takes to kill certain enemies, and then you can sequence your attacks to change targets when you know it's going to kill them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where the big like meat and bones of the game is. That thing on the left of the gate is a save point.
Oh, it's a save point. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a save point.
I assume it would have opened the gate.
Switch and an emergency phone. Yeah, use the phone. Okay. We are in the clear. It's still technically a survival horror RPG, so it's going to be a little difficult, but should be fine.
5.
Yep.
Is medicine a full heal?
Medicine 1 heals 45 HP.
Okay.
All right.
Gate opened.
Gate open.
I'm pretty sure.
Time...
I'm pretty sure like the crocodile thing has like a cutscene. I'd imagine.
Yeah, it does.
Eve.
What the fuck are you doing in the sewer?
I gotta say, that is like a great ominous shot.
Yeah. Agreed. The way that they animated the water reflecting, they didn't have to do that, but they did.
Hold it right there. My body's getting hot again.
Mai is ready to take me on just by herself. Well, even if you did have more people with you, they'd just burn, right? Everyone else but you. You were...
The trembling in the hand was pretty good. Tell me, Eve, why? Why me? Why am I the only one?
You'll find out. Eventually.
I can't stop giggling at the mental image of Aya having like a thick Brooklyn accent just because she's from New York.
I think it adds so much to the character, actually. Even if you don't understand, don't worry. Your mitochondria will. They always have.
Whoops.
I accidentally pressed X.
Oh.
I'm gonna give you some time. Some time to think. And some time to evolve. And the day shall arrive when you will awaken.
Awaken. Take
the hallway never ends. The hallway never ends. The hallway never ends.
Oh, I was going the fucking death clock route, but that's fine.
Yeah. See you later.
Devour world, smite forsaken.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, the goo.
The goo.
She just turns into a big puddle of goo.
Yep.
Gross. It's like Terminator 2. She just did the fucking T-1000 thing.
I think this was, no, because T2 was like 91, wasn't it?
Yeah. Uh-oh,
yeah.
There it is.
There he is. There's the boy.
There's that fucking nasty motherfucker.
Everybody knows about the New York sewer crocodile that turned into the Hot Wheels launcher ramp.
Yeah, well, you know why that's a thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Also, this thing shoots lightning, which is like,
yeah.
Why? Although now that I think about it, remembering Thor and fucking, oh yeah, target his tail. Yeah.
So, if you see him doing a weird action and you're just like, I want to see what that does, then you can always cancel out of an action by pressing circle. Square will always accept the turn. Damn, this croc is really trying to hit you with guile. With guile moves. Oh damn! Yeah, you actually missed that. The hitbox on that is like a Dark Souls hitbox sometimes.
It is weird. Yeah, I can't move.
Yeah. It's because it's doing a phase shift.
Oh.
You killed the first target.
Oh.
Sonic Tail. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, he's out of.
So if the red circle is darker, then it's.
Look at this fucking goofy ass pose. I'm gonna get you. Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking cool! The noise! I love that!
Yeah. This game is beautifully designed. I love everything about it. All the sounds, all the
Look at this dude.
all the design, all the
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's yeah.
Ugh!
Good call to dodge.
He does like also take time to turn with it, which is also pretty nice. Show me your secrets. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's about right.
Easily tranquilize. Interesting. Weak to tranquilize.
Sensitive
and fire.
to heat.
Oh, he actually turned into your shot. There you go. You can also go into your inventory and reload your gun manually. I don't remember if that uses a turn, though.
Yeah. There we go.
Level up.
What a cool boss fight. I like that one. Oh, I got a new vest.
Now, yeah, you got a Kevlar vest.
Yeah, because Kevlar's gonna help against a big fucking plasma fire laser, sure.
Well, that's the funny thing is that I think it's Kevlar that is good for physical defense, and then I think ceramic is good for parasitic defense or parasite defense.
Ceramic, okay.
Yeah.
When I will awaken, just tell me what you want, Eve.
It is a very cool first boss fight.
Tell me what you want.
It's a good like knowledge check as well.
Zigga zigga.
We're here live in front of Carnegie Hall, which has become a scene of complete chaos. Miss, you are the sole survivor of this horrible ordeal, correct?
I love how like some random words are just fully capitalized for no good reason.
It's to replace like the italics or like the bold. Until now, this combustion theory has been acknowledged only by occult enthusiasts.
Please, just leave me alone. Oh yeah, I love this guy.
This incident happened to take place on Christmas Eve of all nights.
What the fuck is this guy wearing?
I would like to represent the citizens of the city and interview you exclusively.
Oh, fuck yeah, Chief! Knock him the fuck out!
Jim, did you get this on tape?
Scram, buddy! Oh, first name was Dan. Damn, Daniel! Damn, Daniel! Back in to give them big ass fists! Wham! Sorry, I'm late, Aya. I'm trying to, like, remember what the DARPA chief sounded like, admittedly.
Yeah. That's a good. That's pretty close to DARPA.
Because like he kind of reminds me of him, like facially. Aya, you okay? That was really something that happened back there. Yeah, but on my date. Yeah, but my date. Heard from a cop, your boyfriend went out of there like a wuss. Sorry your date didn't go well. It's not like that. I had him escort me because he kept pestering me for a date. Yeah, but of all places, the opera? Now there's a story. Huh. So why the opera, huh? Is that the in thing right now? Saw the ad in the paper. I don't know, just caught my eye. Don't tell me you were the one on this case. Huh. So you finally got some cop instinct in you, huh? Instinct? Daniel, shouldn't you be with your son? It's Christmas Eve. He knows his dad's a cop. My boy understands. Anyway, to change the subject, I heard things from people who were there. But this is one hell of an incident, huh? Mitochondria. Mitochondria? Symbiosis. When was I in the hospital? Hey, Aya, you asleep? Oh, well. Don't blame you. After what you've been through tonight.
Put it in a 6th gear. Let's go faster. Faster through the New York streets.
Yeah, right. Weaving in and out of traffic.
Mm-hmm.
What is the average?
Here's your world map.
I genuinely forget what the Crown Victoria. That's what it is. The Ford Crown Victoria.
Yep.
People will eventually forget and go on with their lives. Every excuse I get, I love doing that voice. But I will never forget it. And I know that it's Aya speaking, but like whatever. It was pure terror, but it was also 6 days filled with familiar memories. The Twin Towers, chat, and the fucking Chrysler Building. Look at that shit. There's Ellis Island. That's where they take people to feed to the weird statue beasts. They put them on an elevator and then just drop them down the Statue of Liberty's throat, and then they just
I think the
get eaten.
pixelation adds to the charm.
Fusion.
Yep. Good job. You did it. You cleared day 1.
I mean, I can absolutely see myself playing this like the entire way through. I fucking love this. This is really good.
Yeah. Outside of like the
It feels good to play.
Yeah, it still feels good to play. It's old. Like there's still some stuff that's like, oh, right, this is before autosaving.
Yeah, that's gonna be the thing that fucks me up, I'll admit.
But I'll make sure that you save regularly before like key points.
Hey, you okay? Yeah. I love Aya's leather jacket. Like the leather jacket, the navy blue jeans, the white top. It's a good look.
You've seen the high quality render, right?
Yes, I have. Yeah,
it's wonderful.
I love Aya as a character. Hey, you okay?
Aya
you
did
ought to
not
be
deserve
resting.
to be played dirty.
Wish I could, but I'm the only one who knows what happened last night. I've been gathering some info on Melissa. She's got no relatives and no close friends. She was sick often, always on some kind of medication. The people at the opera said that they were amazed she could even stand on stage. Her apartment burned down right after the incident, so we have no info on her medication. Nix?
Yeah. So what's this spontaneous combustion stuff all about?
It wasn't exactly spontaneous. People were actually set on fire. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. What, like one of those ESP things? That's the best way to describe it for now. ESP, huh? Well, I'm not buying it. ESPN! Now that I'll buy. Love me a good game. Come on, Mets. It's all about the Mets, baby.
But if you're right, how are we supposed to deal with something like that?
I believe her. After all, Aya is the only witness so far. But if you're gonna take on a suspect like that, you'd better ask Baker for a better sidearm. Oh yeah, the gun guy who also hates guns.
Yeah, I actually really like I really like Pierce actually.
Oh, Peter's right. Yeah.
I think it's
Baker.
Pierce.
Baker was like the big chief. He's the head
Baker
honcho.
is the chief. Yeah. He's the head honcho. Yeah.
I read your report. No, hold on. I read your report. Still hard to believe, but we can't deny all those deaths. I don't know why Godfather came to my mind, but like he looks like that. So I mean,
it has a very like Kingpin. Like,
yeah, he does.
It's not about.
He ain't built like two fridges roped together, but I mean, I recently rewatched Spider-Verse, and I'm like, why did they draw Kingpin like this? Because holy shit, this guy is big. Like, I know that he's meant to be big,
Kingpin
but like,
refrigerator.
he's like, he is two fridges, like, hot glued together. Like, Jesus Christ.
Baker is Kingpin now? Okay. I can do that.
We're gonna go all out to solve this case. Make sure you're well equipped.
Actually, the Godfather voice is kind of working.
Because he looks like that. So I mean, go down to the weapons department and give this permit to Torres. He'll help you out.
I'm gonna give you a mod permit you can't refuse.
I'll give you a permit you can't refuse.
This area has my favorite music.
If it's not jazz,
the police precinct.
If it's not, you know what? That's loungy enough. I'll accept it.
Yeah.
Anything I can fucking steal from your trash bins? This place looks like
there is a save point at the bottom left of this screen.
Ah, so there is. Look at that, like...
And somebody was drawing, like,
yeah, like...
a police sketch.
I bet you
Eve.
anything that probably has a full render, because it looks too detailed in that pixelation to not have a full render.
I actually don't think any of the source data of this game is around.
Oh, no. Really?
Yeah, because I remember that being a thing for FF8, so I doubt Parasite Eve got any luckier.
Damn, that fucking sucks.
Because they basically had to upscale FF8 from scratch, if I recall. But yeah, the Precinct music. This song is called Out of Phase, by the way. I know this song by heart.
It's a good name for it.
Yeah. It's somewhere in between,
It's a good
like...
loop, too. Can't get some coffee. Damn.
I can actually tell you exactly where the loop is. Each of these songs are like 2 minutes long before they loop.
That's how long a good looping song should be, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kathy.
The weapons department? You didn't hit your head last night, did you? It's downstairs. I'm from Jersey.
Plus, like, I like the idea that Aya doesn't wear a uniform. She has an outfit. Like, she's a detective.
She's a plainclothes, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Which, like detectives, I can tolerate. Most cops, however,
you
I
have to
can't.
get closer to the doorknob.
Oh.
The actual interactable of doors is the doorknob.
Dogs!
Dogs!
He doesn't even get a name, he's just a cop.
I love to just watch them. I always come here after my shifts to relax.
He likes dogs.
He likes dogs. Yeah, look at that. Even the poster, I think it's a dog.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's a
German Shepherd. Yeah.
Yeah.
We actually used to have a German Shepherd. Her name was Gypsy.
German Shepherds are so nice.
She was a space case.
Yeah. Weapon. Okay, so that's for later. But the first door right there is correct. That's where you want to go. It's just you have to be near the doorknob to interact with it.
There we go. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very particular.
Like,
the closer you are to a door, the more it wants you to hit the
I think it wanted me to be fully facing toward the door, but it was like because the angle of the room itself was weird, I couldn't really get it.
Hey there, good looking.
Oh yeah, that's right. Fucking Wayne constantly flirting with her. Cut the crap, Wayne. Where's Torres?
That Baldy? Who knows? So, what'll it be? Shotgun, rocket launcher?
I'll take a 416 actually. Immediately stand straight.
Yes, sir.
So bald.
He's
not bald. What the fuck are you talking about? He's got a receding hairline.
He's got a fun head, yeah.
Idiots like you are the reason why guns won't disappear from this country. Oh, I do love this guy because he is too on point. Get your ass back to the weapon storage. You're far from ready to be handling guns in here.
Okay. Sheesh.
I don't know why I decided to go with that, but that's fine.
It's a good voice for Torres.
I'm just trying to set this idiot straight. Don't worry about it. Does he have a goatee?
He does. He has like a soul patch.
Torres, I need some equipment. For last night's case, heard it was quite a mess. But as long as cops rely on guns, criminals will too. To be perfectly fair, she was shooting fucking lasers out of her hands. I really don't think that really. I really don't think a gun.
And beyond a certain point, I think guns are the only form of self-defense.
It's like, look, I apparently have some kind of psychic ability to scan their HP, whatever the fuck that means, and I can like heal wounds. Not very far yet, but I can heal my wounds. I can't shoot lasers yet, but. I mean...
That's just you being a New Yorker. That's not your mitochondria.
The implication that, like, different people in different states have, like, different parasite powers. Like, your average bitch from Baltimore can shoot crabs. Just like, guys summon an army of crabs. It's crab rave, but then, like, crab battle starts.
California,
Alternatively,
California, they shoot marijuana. vape clouds.
Oh god. No, yeah, your special power is you turn everything into a noir, and then you engage in RPG combat. You go through life like fucking like the dude from Like a Dragon.
Yeah. I start thinking in Dragon Quest terms.
I still love that as a gag. That's actually really funny.
It's not even a gag. That's just the video game.
You know, I know, but it's like, it's explained in-game as that's how he sees life, so life kind of adheres to him like that. It's like, okay.
Yeah. That's the beauty of Yakuza games.
Oh, it's so funny.
This went from 1 to 100. Welcome to improv.
Here, this is the most powerful gun I can allow you to have. It's really effective, especially against living things.
Especially against mitochondria.
Oh yeah, the M16.
Yep.
Captain Baker already notified me. Show me your modification permit again.
You don't have to use it if you don't want to, but you do have to show it to him, I think.
Which gun? Well, I mean, the M16, I believe, was like the rifle that you get that's primary.
Yeah,
and
this is your primary rifle, or your primary rifle.
So, okay,
in the entire game.
Question: what other guns do you find? What other rifles do you find in the game? What's the rifle count?
Actually, the weapon selection, if I recall, is pretty surprising for this game. I can pull up an RPG Shrine guide that I've been using since like 2016, and tell you every single weapon.
Mm-hmm. Because like, I want to know like what the other rifles are, because like I would like to have like a weapon that I can like connect with a bit more than an M16. Like, look, I like M16 from Girls Frontline, but
there are 6 categories of weapons. We're only going to worry about 4 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Pistols, rifles, machine guns, and shotguns. Pistols are pretty bog standard. You know what to expect. There are about 30 handguns. About 10 rifles.
Jesus, that's a lot more than I thought there'd be.
The thing is, though, I need to point this out for posterity because it's 1998. The weapons don't have unique models; they just have names.
I don't care.
But if you don't care,
if they're statistically different and they have like gimmicks to them, then that's fine. I don't need to look different. Plus, again, like I'm simple, right?
Yeah.
Just seeing the name is enough for me to connect with a gun.
Yeah. So your rifle choices are M16, SG 550, G3A3, Type 64, M16A2, PSG1, SAR, XM117E2, FAMAS, MAG, and AK.
Wait, the PSG? Really?
Yeah.
It's a specific.
There's some very interesting weapon choices in this game.
That's very specific, yeah.
For instance, in terms of the handguns, you got stuff like the M84F, you have the M1911A1, which you found.
Mm-hmm.
One that I like is that really early on in the game, you can get the SIG P220.
Yeah,
there's also stuff like the PPK. Yeah. The G19, the P8, the Mark 23, the USP3, the AM44, the Desert Eagle 50 AE7.
Because of course, I gotta add in a Deagle, yeah.
Yeah, fair. The SP1C, which is an interesting choice.
Mm-hmm.
The M712, M96, which I think is the Mauser. But yeah, there's a lot of interesting weapon choices in this. For SMGs or machine guns, which is consolidated to like specifically SMGs. The M11, which is again an interesting choice. MP5K, just a lot of MP5s. An Uzi, which they call a full UZ. The PPSH-41.
Oh, that's right. The G3A3 is also in the game, isn't it? I like the G3.
Yeah. The G3A3 is going to be a little bit later in the game.
Hospital 13th floor, yeah.
But yeah, but in the grand scheme of things, you can name a weapon and an armor at the end of the game to whatever you want.
I just I just saw where the PSG comes from. Oh
Hmm.
no.
Yeah,
A lot of the rifles come from fucking
from
Chrysler
Chrysler Building.
Building. The mag
The
comes
best,
from Give Wayne 300 junk. Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
We're not going to be doing the junk grind.
No,
I do
I
the junk
no.
grind because I'm insane, but you're not going to.
Like, okay, I'll say
And you can
this.
make stuff
If
better than what can
you
be in the junk grind.
if you want to do that off screen for
I
this
could.
playthrough, you are free to do so if you want to do it.
Don't tempt me,
At any
because
given
I
point,
will.
no, like I said, at any given point, if you want to, go right ahead. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
stop you.
yeah. I like the junk grind, and I have a couple of
Oh,
good places for it.
they don't give you the they don't. Okay, I'm a little upset. The SMGs, you don't get the fucking you don't get the fucking the UMP, huh?
No,
That makes me upset.
but here's the thing, right? At the end of the game,
uh
you're allowed to name a weapon and an armor, and that defines what weapons when you go into New Game Plus.
huh.
So you can name a weapon to whatever weapon strikes your fancy.
Yeah. Apparently, the S12. I know what that is. It's the 90s, man. The Spas
Yeah,
12 was fucking everywhere.
yeah.
It's my favorite shotgun.
It's why the M9. It's why the M90. Why the M84F and the M92F are in this game. Because yeah,
I don't know those offhand though.
that's the Beretta, like the M9.
Oh, okay.
I think I dropped my controller and accidentally broke something on my thing.
Oh. Oh, oops.
It happens.
I love this. The SG
You can still control it,
550.
right?
Uh, yes.
Okay, cool. But yeah, you can hold on to that mod permit. You can give it to Wayne, who's going to be your storage for the entire game.
Use your
Don't tell Torres, but you can use your tool to tune up your guns. You can rearrange equipment parameters and added effects to tweak your equipment. I can show you some cool tune-up techniques.
technique.
And then they're just going to show you what the fuck that means.
Yeah. Look, I learned by doing. You can show me a
Yeah.
fucking really concise, like worded
The
tutorial.
only thing I need to the only thing I need to point out about it is that oh, go ahead.
Uh, hello, Lich King. Thank you for the resub. 10-month sub anniversary. What's up now? How goes Parasite Eve, the goofiest horror game maybe ever made? I love this game a lot. Like, I'm actually
Mhm.
like, I can 100% see myself playing this myself. Like,
Mhm.
so because like for Dino Crisis, the controls of that game were a little too jank for me to like for me to play with. So I was just doing the puzzles.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, there weren't enough puzzles to go around, so
Yeah,
unfortunately, Nikki was
really
playing
not.
most of it. However, I did have personal stake in it because I held the controller regardless and did move around some every so often. So I mean,
Mhm.
it was fine.
Yeah,
But
just a
so
little
far,
chaos.
this is one of those games I've been wanting to play for years, and I
Mhm.
am happy that I'm finally getting to play it, and it feels good to play.
Mhm.
Like it's fun.
Mhm. Of course, you can't use it without bullets, but you know, have some fun. And why don't you leave the stuff you don't need with me? So equipment is weapons and armor,
Mm-hmm.
and then item is stuff like tools, mod permits, just anything that is in your inventory that isn't just equipable.
This is just better overall.
Yeah, true. So for instance, if you wanted to use a tool that you had, you can put it in the M16 to like get rid of the rate of fire 3 on the M1911 and put it into the M16,
Mm-hmm.
but it will destroy the M1911 as a result if you just
Yes.
use a
Yeah.
regular tool.
Yeah. Super tool did not destroy it. Yeah.
Yeah. And the only way to get unlimited super tools, because there's only like I think 3 in the entire game per playthrough,
Mm-hmm.
is to get all the rare trading cards from the Chrysler Building. So that's the end game. Again, the true end game of Parasite Eve is to make the best gun ever. Oh, did you accidentally hit reload? Yeah, it's move, and then you can select it there and move it. If you want a faster way to do it, select an empty space first.
Oh. Well, ain't that handy.
Yeah, that's gonna make it a lot easier.
Oh, I have to have the club.
Yeah, you have to have a melee weapon if you run out of ammo, because otherwise you're not going to be able to fight.
Oh, yeah, true. Okay, fair enough.
But they will upgrade your club across the game with good benefits that make you actually want to use it.
I mean, I do want to just... I will admit, I do want to get that 3 rate and put it on the M16 just off
Okay,
the bat.
well, we'll look for a tool around here. There's a couple of chests in here that you can open for some ammo and some supplies. The weapon tune-up system of this game is the best part about Parasite Eve 1.
It does feel fun. Just like, yeah, I like being able to like feel the power-ups. I'm one of those people that's like, I like it when games like I can go back to an older area and just fucking mow through things because I've gotten that strong.
You accidentally put something in.
Oh, did I? What did I put in?
Yeah.
Oh, medicine. Okay.
Yeah, you took out a medicine.
Okay, so let me just figure out. No. Okay. Okay, so I don't have a tool yet, do I?
No, I think there's a tool in that brown chest.
Oh, I didn't even notice that fucking chest there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the chest on the counter always has ammo. And it respawns.
Oh, that's convenient.
Yeah,
No.
so if you're ever running out of ammo, then you can just, like...
Why is she turning to the side like that?
It's probably just, like, a little bit of the input lag mixed with the stick input being super sensitive.
There we go.
Yeah.
Alright, so I use the tool myself, correct?
Yeah, you go to the tool icon in your selections on the left side. And then you select the weapon you want to move a skill from to the weapon that you want to modify. Then you can select ×3, and 1911A1 will be lost.
That's fine.
There you go. Now you have a rate of fire 3 M16.
Nice.
So, personally speaking, I like rifles because of their really good range.
Yes, yeah.
But there is one big flaw to rifles compared to a lot of the other classes, which is that the time to fire is I think the longest. Oh, there's a kid there. But rifles don't pull punches in terms of like crit damage. I wonder who this could possibly be.
Why do you look like you're fucking 40, bro? He's got like a flat top,
he's got a
receded hairline.
Fade.
And the pixelation kind of looks like he has like one of them like little just hit puberty black kid beard or mustache.
just hit puberty Final Fantasy Tactics looking ass. Ben, yeah. It's Daniel's kid.
Daddy! Reminds you of the kid from fucking Terminator 2, actually.
Yeah.
So this is Ben. Ben, this is Aya. Now, what are you doing here?
Here.
Tickets. Oh, yeah, the concert. Sorry, son. Daddy's real busy today. I promised to make up for it. Fine. Aw. It looks like he's wearing like a fucking like a bathrobe almost. Like
yeah. that's just the struggle of low resolution.
Guess every kid
matching
needs a
clothes.
mother. Well, that's not true. I was raised by my father too. After my mother died. I'll be grateful for him. Yeah, well, his mother's still alive. The implication there is kind of upsetting.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Are you about to murder your wife?
Well, 40% of cops. That's a.
something I can't breathe.
Oh! Ouch! that went admittedly different direction than what I was pointing at. However, oof.
I apologize if that is offensive to anyone. In the same vein, I was the same individual who made a certain joke in the school section of Silent Hill. So
oh no.
it's a genuine tragedy.
To be fair,
whenever it happens.
Those fucking like evil little shadow children needed to die. They were in my way.
That's true. Sometimes some nurses wearing garbage bags for masks need to understand the power of 45.
Oh, the weird moaning noises they made, I think about a lot.
Yeah.
Gross little baby back parasite nurses.
Yeah.
I love my baby back nurse.
Mm-hmm.
There's an ad break. But what I'll probably do is I'll probably get to the next area at least, and then I'll probably end stream. It's 2 in the morning.
Yeah. It's not that long. It's not that long until you get to the next dungeon. Go ahead and talk to all the people.
Oh.
I think you have to go maybe talk to the chief. Oh, I should also point out, I don't think this game gets rid of keys in your inventory. You can put those away.
Oh, okay.
Once you're done with a dungeon. Unless you didn't unlock certain doors, you can put keys and stuff away, because they won't disappear when they're done being used.
Oh, okay. And that takes up inventory space.
It does take up inventory space. Fortunately, your storage space is fucking huge.
Yeah, well, yeah, I would expect so. Because, I mean, again,
like,
30 different handguns
you can store... Find? You have, like, maybe 30 slots on top of the amount of slots necessary to get every item in the game in your storage. They give you a lot of storage space in this game. You can also put the plus chip away if you want. If you don't want to use it. And that's an auto sorter, because this game's good.
Yeah, I want the menace at the top. Like, the usable stuff always goes above the key items.
Uh-huh.
I'll probably keep that offense on hand, just because, like, I
know, if you find a better gun.
I know for a fact I will likely end up, because, like, when it comes down to it, it looks like I'll probably end up with the SG 550.
Mm-hmm.
Probably because, like, statistically, it looks like it's universally better than the M16.
Yeah.
And every other gun...
all of the weapons will just scale up.
Yeah.
So
and it's like, cause I like the idea of having the G3. However, you know, but like I'm thinking about like what the guns look like in my head.
Well, again, they don't have unique models.
No, I know.
It's just the names.
I know,
yeah,
but it's like I want the mental image of Also, what is the SAR?
The SAR?
I'm trying to remember like what gun that is.
A semi-automatic rifle. I could check. I'm pretty sure it's based on
the SAR 21.
SAR 21?
Because like that's what I'm getting results for.
Oh yeah, that's AUG family. Yeah,
it looks like it.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to I want like an image of my head, like what weapon will Aya Brea be holding?
First displayed on public in 1999.
And the XM1.
So this knew about it like years before. I guess these were prototypes.
The Colt XM177, which is it looks like an M16.
Yeah.
It's
well, the thing is, right, is that the XM family kind of became what we know as the XM8. And the XM8 is like the very like aliens inspired kind of looking rifle. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's in the same vein. All right.
Jesus Christ! I'm also like looking at it. It's like the fucking the attack strength of the AK is really funny when you look at that.
Yeah, no. Any weapon that you can get from the junk grind is the best weapon in the game.
Mm-hmm.
There are a couple of better ones, but you have to play the lottery with it, which means save scumming until you actually get it. And that can take some time. Because the result is that if you just tell Wayne to do what he wants, and you select a certain weapon, or whatever, then sometimes he'll just give you junk. Or something called super junk, which is just junk, but super. It does the exact same thing.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, it says, give him 300, leave the decision to him, and you might get this, is what it says on the wiki that I'm looking at. Yeah.
It's a random chance, but those are the best weapons in the game. You just have to save scum to hope to get it, because the actual chances of it is pretty low. And if you don't save scum, then you have to grind 300 junk all over again, but with dramatically reduced encounter rates because you just tanked that encounter rate to the ground.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you want to know how long the junk grind takes, because you look at 300 junk and you go, oh, that's probably not that bad.
I've heard stories.
It takes 12 hours. You double the playtime of a playthrough just doing junk grind. It takes a really long time because of how the encounter rate hotspots work.
And it's also, I've heard that it's very mind-numbing. So
to call it mind-numbing is an understatement. What you have to do if you want to be the most optimal at junk farming is that you have to equip a club that has a chance to steal, and the first club you get that has a steal trait is Club 2, which you get in the zoo, the next dungeon that we're going to.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a steal half trait. You don't get steal all until Club 4. So that means that you get a 50-50 shot to steal an item from enemies that drop junk, which are birds. The birds will drop either junk Med 1, Med 2. And that also counts to their drop table. So sometimes you can get 2 junk, sometimes you only get medicine. And the only way for you to actually grind effectively is to be melee all the time. So it takes a while. I may or may not have a chill going up my spine as I explain it.
It is also looking at the PSG1 stats. I'm surprised it does not have the highest range in the game because that's a fucking sniper rifle.
Yeah. I think it's the only listed sniper rifle in the rifles list.
Huh.
But again, that doesn't really matter. Isn't super junk also important for crafting the strongest kind of weapons? Super junk doesn't have a use. It's fundamentally, I think it's identical to any other item in the game.
That's an interesting weapon choice.
Mm-hmm.
The Type 64?
Yeah.
That's a Hawa. Those aren't really used anymore, are they not?
No, there's a lot of novelty weapons there's a couple of novelty weapons in Parasite Eve.
It's also a character that you can get in Girls Frontline, actually.
Yeah. That's being yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about you misremembering or anything. I don't see a problem with it.
But no, yeah, like, I honestly say that it's like, out of all the guns, like, out of all the rifles that we see here, it's probably gonna be the SG or the G3. But, like, that really just comes down to, like, what I like aesthetically more of the idea of what Aya is holding.
Yeah. Aesthetically, it's always going to look like an M16.
Yeah.
In the same vein that her handgun's always going to look like a Beretta or a Glock, I guess, because it's blocky enough. But yeah, if you want to go get to the next dungeon, we can. I wish Super Junk did something, trust me. If it actually gave you like a stat boost by turning it in, or like by using it in a mod permit or whatever, I'd be down. But it does nothing. It's just one junk, but it's called Super Junk. Because you spent 300 junk to get it. I don't remember if you have to talk to the people in the office.
I just now realized I don't think I've ever actually seen this menu. But I know the
world map's
music.
cool. Yeah.
Oh, the spinning!
Yep.
The spinning and
It's
the
very
zoom
good.
in. It reminds me of Dragon's Crown. Dragon's
Yep.
Crown does that, where like it spins the map and you get like the location, and then it zooms in as you go into it.
Yeah.
Which is something that I kind of wanted to have for like my starting soon transition, where it's like looping gifts of the temple and area and all that. But then like when like the singer transition is it like does the Dragon's Crown thing of like it zooms in and like the door opens and all that.
Yeah. An interesting point as well is that the footstep sounds have changed as well because she's wearing shoes.
Yeah, you're right.
Try the chief.
Which was the chief door again?
The chief's door is on the upper left.
Sir?
You can go walk up to him.
You were looking for me? Yes. We're having a press conference now, and I want you there too. Me? That's right. You'll be on national television as the sole survivor of that incident. I see. But you only answer when I ask you. The media's just looking for anything to grill us about. They may even turn you into a suspect. So you let me do the talking. Understood? Yes, sir. Okay then. Let's go meet the press.
Oh, fun. I love the press. It's so depressing. Opera Theater Incident Press Conference. Captain Baker, Detective Bray.
That is what we currently speculate.
How about accounts of officers and firemen at the scene bursting into flames?
That was due to a rare, highly flammable chemical which was used to start the fire.
Another question. Then how did Detective Bray survive without so much as a minor burn? I mean, that's a fair point.
That is a result of her quick thinking and training as an officer.
I'm asking her the question.
I love that she doesn't even bother. She's like, no, you know what? Fuck this.
This is fucked.
Look, this is gonna sound like bullshit, but trust me, I don't really buy it either.
I don't buy it either.
Said that my mitochondria were a mutation. Aya, your mitochondria?
Mitochondria? Who said this?
Melissa. No, she said her name was... She said she was Eve.
You want this one?
But according to the report, Melissa Pierce was killed in the fire. Melissa did die. Her body had been taken over by this Eve.
What's this Eve? Some kind of an alien?
Well, if you look at her, I mean,
If you look at, I guess.
not
She,
that
yeah,
far off, honestly.
it's an alien body.
People, please. She's very tired and we're still investigating. That'll be all for today.
This accidentally started a riot.
Just as Aya's like, you know what, Chief? Come on, this is all bullshit. They're gonna find this out eventually. Think about it for a minute. I thought I told you not to say anything. I'm telling the truth, sir. That is not the point. Who's going to believe you, huh? You'll only stir up the media and cause people to panic. Sir, she was only... Ring, 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 phone call, phone call. Baker here. Who? What does he want? Well, put him through then. This is Captain Baker. What? Meat? You have to speak up. Yes. What? I love this one-sided phone call.
Yeah.
All right. Some Japanese scientist, I think. Couldn't understand his English too well. Aya's like, that's a fucking personal problem.
Yeah, that sounds like a problem there, Chief.
Because
Maybe a little...
Aya, I think canonically is like Japanese American, is she not? Like she's like second generation Japanese.
Asian American, yeah.
Yeah. He was raving about some Mito something. Says he's coming over here. Mito what?
I ate those for breakfast.
My son loves that. Is it mitochondria?
You mean the thing in the cell that makes energy from oxygen?
Might have heard about that in school. That's what Eve said. That it's time for the mitochondria to be set free.
How is this more believable than Dino Crisis?
I mean, because, admittedly, okay.
Actually,
genuine question for both you, Nikki, and everyone else in chat. What do you honestly think is more liable to happen? Mitochondria mutation resulting in the thing that we're seeing here? Or an energy creation that is functionally dysfunctional solar energy that creates space-time warps that brings dinosaurs from the past back to right now? Out of genuine curiosity, what
I think I'm gonna go with the mitochondria.
Because, like, realistically, mitochondria have their own genetic code, don't they? They are like a completely separate creature from us, and yet we rely on them to live.
They could develop some sentience and sapience, yeah.
Because, like, all it really takes is enough. Like, I mean, honestly, it's like, I know that it's incredibly super boiled down, but like,
yeah. This is also 90s.
Cancer is cell mutation. It's what happens when the cancer cells lose their ability to tell themselves to die off and replace it with something else. Effectively, they're trying to become immortal, which kills the person they're part of. Mm-hmm. Which is just so fucking rude.
Yeah, right?
So it's like, realistically, mitochondria, being their own separate creature, essentially, microscopic, there is, as far as we know, there is no medication out there that can get rid of your mitochondria, because that is a requirement for your body. The minute you try and tell something to try and kill that off, you die completely.
Yeah.
So it's like, if they suddenly decided, humans fucking suck, that's it, that's game over. Like, for real. Without mitochondria, the human body dies.
Hey, I just read that some researcher at the museum wrote a new theory on it.
Sir, I'm taking Aya to go talk to this researcher. Go. Better get there before the media. And may explain that phone call, too. Yes, sir. Come on, Aya. Honestly, this whole mitochondria shit, That's way after my time. Don't remember a fucking lick of it from my school.
I keep hearing people. I keep hearing people getting conned by this Drea person. I might have kick Drea's ass.
Oh my fucking god. Please ignore the stupid thought of mine. Imagine we get into a boss fight with Eve, and instead of it being a normal boss fight, it's hard cuts to Eve dead on the floor, eyes wide open with her eyes flashing different colors, as Caramel Dancer plays faintly in the background.
Is that how our mitochondria involved?
No, because like, okay, there's a super boss at the top of the Chrysler building, correct? Was there not like a super boss at the top of the Chrysler building?
Yeah, the super boss is the true ending, final boss.
Right, and I imagine that like that super boss, like that's what it is. It's like the entire time this is going on, the Chrysler building, every floor is just rainbow LED lights fluctuating at different intervals and different windows, and just like throughout the city you can faintly hear Caramel dancing.
Yeah,
and
true.
at the top you see someone is doing a little jig. That's it. It's fucking Orphan of Cos from Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Woo! I love
to the museum.
That fucking boss is so
You know
funny.
It's the right place to go because you get a cutscene. Look at this perspective.
And again, I've always been a fan of like the whole like driving a car and everything is like going so fast that it's just, yeah, it shows motion. I've always loved that in like movies.
Yeah.
Going to the Museum of Natural History. Dr. Hans Clamp will be there. Dr. Clamp. Dr. Clamp. What's his area of research? Well, according to the papers, he's working on a new theory. Mitochondria something. But it seems to cover this whole genetic spectrum. That's odd. Have a PhD and be working in the museum. What are you... Aya, what the fuck are you talking about? That's like...
hold on.
You require a PhD to be a scientist at a museum. That's kind of the gimmick.
I guess this is before you had to have a PhD to work anywhere.
I mean, it's also the possibility that, like, in Japan, that's not how that works.
That's true.
Because this is a Japanese game, so it's like you gotta like think
it's a Japanese perspective on America, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, he's pretty.
It's based on a Japanese novel of a Japanese perspective of America.
Oh yeah. There's like 3 layers.
There's like 2 layers, yeah.
Well, he's pretty antisocial and doesn't like to waste time outside research. Oh, great. We're gonna have a grand time with this one. Yeah. I know where you're going with this. Just be careful this time, huh? Also, I love like the really old like the light fixture on the car. They don't really have that style of light anymore, I don't think.
Yeah, before they did the red and blue.
Referencing the press conference? Yeah. Daniel, why do you kiss the Chief's butt? You two joined the force at the same time, didn't you? You're on my tummy. Yeah, it does kind of look like that. You're right.
it is a good tummy.
Oh, that's fucking cute. Yeah, but that was years ago. Now he's my boss. I love the helicopter. That's great. American
they
Museum
even have
of
water
Natural
reflection.
History. Yeah,
in the
they
map,
do.
too.
That's fucking wild. Like, they went really hard on that, like, overworld map that they didn't need to go that hard on.
And the interesting thing is that quite a few of these areas are actually pretty well representative of like what they're based off of.
God, it's like they're so tiny in
this. This is the Museum of Natural History, or at least like an older variant of it.
I've never been there, but I have been to the Smithsonian. That's in DC, so I mean.
Yeah, I think wasn't the Museum of Natural History the main place in Night at the Museum.
I thought you were gonna say that. I think it was.
Because I know that they went to the Smithsonian afterwards. But I'm pretty sure the first one was the Museum of Natural History. I also think it was in Baby's Day Out.
Let's see. Plot. Yeah, it's in New York, so yeah, it's the Natural History Museum. Yeah, because like one of the big things that they have that big T-Rex skeleton there.
Well, maybe we'll find Robin Williams in here.
Oh God, that's right. He played Roosevelt in that. You're right.
Roosevelt, yeah.
Rami Malek did Achman Ra, and then Owen Wilson did Jebediah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Dick Van Dyke. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's still alive? I thought he passed a couple years ago. No shit. That guy's still around. Wow. He's 98.
Crazy.
Holy fucking shit. Okay. Wow. I'm sorry. That surprised me.
You go off, Queen.
It's been a while since I've visited the museum.
The World of Dinosaurs.
Dinosaur exhibit. Loved these things when I was a kid. Everyone did.
Everyone did.
It didn't matter your gender or place of home. You loved dino exhibits because they're big ass fucking monster bones. Everyone loves a good monster bone. That shit's cool.
Yeah.
Looks like it's closed today. Oh, damn, he already made up that fast? God damn.
He wants to see the dinosaurs, Niall.
Oh, the snow sound effects.
Yeah, probably the exact same snow sounds that they use in The Division, actually. Very crunchy sounds.
Snow crunch dot wave.
Mm-hmm. Snow boots.
Hey there, how you doing?
Doing okay. Pretty cold day, though. How about yourself?
Apparently Atlas's newest RPG just broke over 1 million copies sold in both physical and digital copies combined in the first day of being released.
Yeah, Metaphor Refantasia. Everyone loves a good bone.
True.
True. So true, bestie.
We're with the NYPD. We're looking for Dr. Clamp. He works here, doesn't he?
Sure it does. As a matter of fact, he's up there in his room right now. Did he do something?
I love that fucking huge flashlight he's carrying. That shit probably weighs a ton.
Yeah.
Have you ever actually held one of those like big ass flashlights most cops tend to carry
they're like
around?
3 pounds.
Those things are fucking heavy.
They're powered by 4D batteries.
They are
They're
fucking
heavy
weighty.
as fuck.
Yeah. You could kill somebody with one of those.
Yeah. I was gonna say, you could kill people with flashlights in the 90s. They were like made out of titanium.
I mean, they still make them like that. Like I remember, like I have like kind of like seen one of those flashlights still being used. I'm like, you know that you can have like you could probably have like a gun flashlight attachment that works just as well. Why are they gonna have this fucking this fucking like 5-pound flashlight? It's like, I don't know, it makes for a good melee weapon. It's like, look, it doubles as both a club and a fucking light. I mean,
yeah.
I can buy one of those from Amazon though, and it has a taser
He's been
on it.
pretty busy for the past few weeks. Doesn't come out ever.
Oh, I find it interesting when they have like staircases that have like cages over them.
And you can walk around basically whenever there isn't a text box around. He wants you to sign the guest book.
Oh. Notebook's on the counter. Okay. It should be enough, unless you want to leave number 2. Are you flirting with me?
No, thank you, guard. I actually didn't think of that as a flirt until today. I thought that was just like I guess you need to know like if you need to contact me. I guess.
And she is technically a cop, so I mean.
Yeah.
And I will also say this. As someone who comes from a household where I did have a cop living in it, if you have a specific name, that you need, or if you give them like a specific name for the cop that you're going that when you need the cops, that tends to get you a reaction faster, depending
Mhm.
if they know that you know them.
Mhm.
Hey, Aya, over here, over here, over here. Turn around, turn around. Oh, Predator's a fun movie, but I prefer Predator 2.
Mhm.
I'm actually more of a fan of Predator 2 than I am Predator 1. The characters are more fun in that movie. Lot
Mhm.
more variety in that movie and like character stuff. Excuse me. Hello? Dr. Clamp? Dr. Clamp!
I hear you.
We're with the NYPD. We'd like to ask you a few questions. My man is hyperfixating something fierce.
Mhm.
Professor, we're looking for clues concerning the incident which occurred.
Are you accusing me?
What? This again? What is this? What the hell is this? I know him. I think. And he obviously does too. He knows you.
Yeah.
What's wrong? You okay, Aya? Yeah, just the headaches.
Just one of the weird phantom memories showing up again. You know that happens like every hour.
It's the other day I was talking to this giant crystal floating in space. Tell me to like hear, feel, and think about something, but truthfully, I haven't had a real thought in my head for the past couple of hours.
Minfill Aya.
Minfill Aya. Oh my god.
NYPD, huh? Why are you interested in my work?
I would love to know like what the fucking texture is for the computer because like that's probably something, but it's also probably
So it's really
totally
funny
not related
because
to this.
the stuff on the right side is definitely like a palette for like like Photoshop or something.
I can tell
So
that.
I'm wonder I too wonder. They probably just grabbed a screenshot of like one of their works of like one of their work computers and put it in
Mm-hmm.
because that's how you do it.
The suspect mentioned that the mitochondria would be set free, quote unquote. Now, do you that suspect ignited people without laying a finger on them. Then it transformed into some kind of creature and ran off. Since you mentioned mitochondria, we were hoping you could supply us with some info.
You two have absolutely no idea what the true mitochondria is like.
The plot, like the dialogue in this game, whenever they bring up like mitochondria, is some of the funniest shit because like you read it with complete certainty,
Yeah,
completely genuine, and it's
this
like
is real.
it's literally that scene where like Eggman walks in the Snapcube
Mm-hmm.
dub. What the fuck are you two talking about? It's
Yeah,
literally like that. It's
yeah.
the funniest fucking thing, and I love
They
it.
do a pretty good job explaining it as time goes on, but yeah. Do you? The mitochondria possesses its own unique genetic code.
Its own. Are you saying it's a separate organism?
Precisely.
Kinda like a parasite or something, huh?
Parasite?
Parasite! Sorry,
That's an interesting way of describing this most fascinating creature.
I had to do the Venom thing. This is
Yeah.
as a gag.
Parasite!
We are the parasite, Eddie!
We cannot live without the mitochondria. Do you understand?
It's true.
The mitochondria creates energy for us. Without it, we're nothing. We are here because the mitochondria allows us to be here. Our brain, for example. The brain functions due to the interaction between axons and dendrites.
Okay, this particular frame is funny because these
Yeah.
two are like looking at each other like, what the fuck is he going on about?
Are
Like
we in a
while
pop-
he sciences at them.
Are we in a pop fiction movie?
Yeah. This really becomes self-aware. Like, is this a fucking like science, like pop science fiction flick? What is this right now? I love that. Like, I will confess. There are those times where you're watching, like, movies or playing games like this where, like, the characters become immediately self-aware almost in the scenario that they are in. And I love that because you always get some of the funniest fucking faces for, like, a couple frames.
I for
really
one,
good.
am a fan of whenever a game takes its own scientific approach seriously. Because that's all science is at, like, the base level, is that it's theory.
If it's not seriously, it's with complete conviction. Like
you
like this is the prime example of this is the dumbest science-y bullshit, but you believe it at face value because look what just fucking happened. Could you explain
believe
this?
it because it's real. It's happening.
It's like they're giving an explanation to why the thing is able to do what it is. Which, when you think about it, maybe that's what it was. Alien mitochondria, or the equivalent thereof, deciding the things I'm attached to deserve to be a bit more gross for fun. Like, why not?
This interaction is possible due to the energy the mitochondria provides. It's the powerhouse of the cell liquid. The powerhouse.
The powerhouse of the cell, Snake. Can't you see? Without mitochondria, we couldn't survive.
Did you know the mitochondria is capable of discharging 200,000 volts of electricity? This not only pertains to electrical discharge, but also applies to heat energy as well.
Which would explain why they spontaneously combust.
Yes.
Heat. Then the combustions from last night were...
For a human to burn and melt, 1600 degrees of heat must be generated.
Which, yeah, I think about that. Every so often I think about that, where it's like the heat that's required to cremate somebody. Like, hair,
really
flesh,
bones.
clothes, bones, all of it into ash. That is incredibly high heat that you need special ovens for.
Yeah.
Or, I guess, blast furnaces. Like,
but this specifies melt. That's the horrifying thing.
Yeah, like
is that if you want a human being to melt, you have to make their body 1600 degrees instant. There are several hundred mitochondria present within a single cell.
Wait, is that degrees Fahrenheit or Celsius?
It's probably Fahrenheit.
Because like now, okay, I'm gonna look something up real quick. 1200.
I mean, to be fair, they don't specify because
1200 Celsius is 2192 Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
Now, the reason why I look up 1200 specifically is because in Godzilla vs. Destoroyah, the whole plot of that movie is Godzilla is going through a meltdown phase. Like, he suddenly absorbed way too much, like, pure uranium breakdown, like an island's worth of uranium, just immediately into him. And that hypercharged his body to the point that one of two things was going to happen. The first was explosion. If Godzilla blows up, his explosion heats up the atmosphere, immediately removes the atmosphere as it completely combusts, and then the sun does the rest.
Yeah.
The second was once after they like freeze him with like cadmium and whatnot, like they use up all the energy in his body, he continuously begins to break down as there's no more left, and that goes through meltdown phase. If that were to happen, he would melt through the planet's core to the other side and take the planet again with him. In fact, they outright in that movie reference the movie China Syndrome, which is a movie where that happens. A fusion reactor, I believe, or a fission reactor melts down so intensely it melts to the planet's core.
Yeah.
I need to watch that movie. That sounds like a fucking awesome plot. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you.
I sure hope that this
And-
powerhouse isn't the mitochondria of Chris's cells.
And the entire oh god, Boulder Killer Chris.
That's it's because of his mitochondria, of course. of course he got so swole. It's because of his mitochondria. That's crazy.
Yeah, obviously, it's like his mitochondria decided, you know what? You're gonna punch that funny blonde man with the glasses really hard.
You find Chris's diary, and it's just like, I need to take more powder.
Sheva, I need an egg. It's like quite literally. It's like that was a
the
joke
egg
that
is the powerhouse of the Chris.
that was a joke that someone I watched on YouTube for a while that they go out. He went in my Fact Fiend, which is a fun channel. I haven't watched him in a while, but like there was an episode where he mentioned it's like they bring up RE5 and goes, whenever I play that game, I'm like every couple minutes like I'm demanding an egg from Sheva. Because he thought it was funny. He needs his protein.
Yeah.
Chris needs his fucking protein. Give me a protein and an egg, Sheva. Need an egg right now. Give me protein. That's a really funny bit.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
If all the mitochondria in the body began functioning at the same time,
Simultaneous awakening.
a tremendous amount of energy would be generated and released.
They all begin vibrating at the same time, which causes spontaneous combustion and complete melting.
Mm-hmm. Melting a human into a puddle of fluid would be a simple task with so much energy.
Hence why she turned into how she turned into a giant goo creature and slipped through those bars. So you're saying that the mitochondria ignited these people? Professor, you might be you're right in that we need the mitochondria to live. But in the end, we're just using them for energy, right?
You have no idea. The mitochondria has control over an organism's growth.
I also love the idea that like he monologues at us like he's like a fucking supervillain.
Yeah.
And it's like this guy just works at a museum, and then you think about it, and it's like I would imagine working for a museum is probably one of the most boring jobs you'll ever have, unless you're one of those unless you're one of their field guys that goes out and like recovers specimens.
Mm-hmm.
This guy does not do that.
Yeah.
They outright say that he is a complete shut-in.
Yeah.
We can see why he's a shut-in. He's a little bit crazy. A little crazier than usual.
I've prepared my 6-page monologue.
yeah, he knew that he'd probably be asked about this, so he prepared a whole, a whole 6-page monologue for us.
He's like going through his flashcards and he realizes one of them. It's like, wait, shit, hold on.
Oh, they're all in order. Give me a second here. I need to renumber them. Hold on.
Take this hand, for example. Before we're born, the hand is merely a glob of flesh. But when cells between the fingers deteriorate, that's when the fingers first form. When the cells which make up the body aren't needed anymore, it receives a signal to die.
Die.
This signal is initiated by the mitochondria. When it is relayed, the genetic information in the nucleus is cut off and, in essence, dies. The same can be said for aging. The mitochondria mutates 10 times faster than cells. Of course, this also applies to mutant forms of mitochondria as well. When too many mutant mitochondria multiply, energy production level decreases. The decrease in energy production is associated with the aging process.
Apparently I saw...
It's why wine tastes so good, Aya.
I actually saw something like a few months ago. Like, apparently, like, one of the big things we discovered, like, I think, like, over the course of the past 4 years is that we've kind of, like, isolated the very thing that, like, that is the reason we age.
Mm-hmm.
Which is very strange. But, like, at the same time, like, apparently one of the actual true culprit is oxygen.
Yep.
Like, we are simultaneously being poisoned by oxygen, which is such a weird thing to think about.
That's why that's why antioxidants are such a big deal.
Which I now wonder, like, do you honestly do you think that at some point we'll find a way to like breathe without oxygen?
I think years down the line, maybe. Like generations, centuries down the line, maybe we will eventually develop a need to we will return to the ocean and we will only be fed by hydrogen.
Well, to be perfect, well, fish also require oxygen. They just like extract it from the
It's in the same vein though. We do the exact same thing with the CO2 in the air, right? So technically, in order for us to we take the carbon that's in the air and we take the 2 oxygens that are out of it, and then we're just like, fuck that. Are you still stupid enough to say that we are the higher species?
But you're not saying that the mitochondria is doing all this consciously, right?
When I said that the mitochondria could mutate 10 times faster than normal cells, I also meant that they could evolve at a rate 10 times faster.
Yeah, generational evolution. That's actually a plot point in a really cool movie I like called Mimic. The plot in that was that they were creating a species of, I think it was a roach, because it takes place in New York, and they were having a really bad roach problem at the time, which I think was actually a pretty topical thing for when that movie, I think it was like the late 90s, I think the movie came out. Really good movie, by the way. And the whole thing was they were mutating or creating a genetically altered species of cockroach that would go after those cockroaches to hunt them down and kill them. However, the cockroaches that they make cannot breed, or they die off way too fast to breed properly. However, not realizing that would only have the natural the natural side effect of, well, they're gonna attempt to breed regardless, much sooner and much faster rates than normal. This has them go through like 600 generations of evolution within like a couple years, which results in gigantic, very hostile, almost humanoid insects that the whole point was that they this is also spoilers for the movie, so I'm sorry for that, but their primary predator was humans, because we hunt them down and kill roaches, as we want to do. So what they did, they evolved to look like us, to hide among us, to kill them. And they have they have a frontal, like their frontal like little limbs come together to form a mask that looks like a human face. It's a really cool movie. It shocks me 0% at the first phrase I hear when I join this channel, of all places, something about breeding. Well, hold on. Wait, I need to do that. I need to do the thing. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah. Do you think?
It is that time of year, isn't it?
I just... I'm in danger.
Canonically, it is for me, like, canonical Nile. The equivalent of a quote unquote period is actually a laying period. So like for a full week every month, thousands of eggs.
I mean, yeah, that's Nile.
I am climbable.
Is she 10 foot?
I mean, again, the whole bit was that like when you look at like our models next to each other like this is accurate height sizing right now.
This is how I feel when Ziona's standing next to me.
You know what it is? It's that picture of like the guy, I think it was Tyler 1, wasn't it? Standing next to that lady on stage.
Yeah. Since the beginning of creation, the mitochondria has been evolving at this rate.
Hold on. Get the picture so y'all can see it.
Yeah.
It's this picture. It's this picture right here.
Yep.
This is essentially what you're seeing right now.
Hold on, I might be able to mimic that. Hold on. My tracking, damn it.
It's like the stance. You can like he's a little tense. It's a melee. I know, right? It's like I remember like this that is Tyler 1. I'm like, how is he that short? Like, is he that short or is she that tall? And apparently the answer is yes. Yeah. Yeah, it is one of my fucking like one of my most favorite pictures on the internet. It is a vibe that is genuinely hysterical.
Mm-hmm. It's no surprise if they possess a power beyond our cognition. No surprise at all. Let me tell you something. There was a scientist who tried to determine the mutation rate of the mitochondria. With this, the scientist wanted to establish a connection with human ancestry. In 1987, it was announced that the root of all humans can be traced to a single woman in Africa. This finding was announced around the world.
That was one of those things that I think about too. Like, was that ever confirmed, actually true? Is that still real? This was a really big piece of information back in the day, and I kind of remember that.
I feel like Africa was just one of the earliest points of society.
Well, it is apparently one of the cradles of civilization. Quite literally means where humans evolve to the point of what we are. However, it wouldn't have been Africa at that point, right?
Yeah,
that would have been
been something else.
It would have been long before like Pangea or long before the continents were in their current.
Yeah,
their current
it was before
shape.
it was before the state of neo-colonialism that Africa's a part of now.
Yeah, true. Mostly lurking, but wanted to say, hey, that's totally fine.
Yeah, we're just vibing.
Night Lich King. Thank you for joining in.
Mm-hmm. And with this, the mitochondrial theory spread like wildfire. You know what they call the root of it all? Mitochondria Eve. Splendid name. Just incredible.
Eve. The suspect in yesterday's case called herself Eve.
What?
Nani? Hey, if you know anything, you better not be holding back on us.
She called herself Eve? Sorry, but I've told you what I know. I'd like to return to my studies now.
Don't do that.
I believe you know the way out.
I've always loved that, where it's like the people that come to ask the professional about something, they say one thing that has the professional shut down and immediately go into work mode.
Yeah.
Or just shut down and kick them out entirely.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you better explain what the hell is going on here. Daniel, forget it. Let's just go. God damn it!
Alright, back to the precinct. Oh wait, no. Never mind, my bad. But yeah, you can go back to the precinct.
That's the next major story bit then.
Yeah, the next story mission's NYPD.
Okay.
We said we'd stop at the start of the next dungeon, and we're almost there.
Oh, I love
this perspective.
I love this shot.
This perspective is the best one.
It's like it's just all I can think about is just they're going when this baby hits 88 miles per hour. Yeah. You're gonna see some serious
Doctor,
shit.
That's a lot of words for Angie cell nucleus melts and sets people on fire because it's racist against humans.
Truth be told, it's, whatever.
Yeah.
I can't blame them. Honestly, I can't blame them.
Honestly, humans are kind of assholes.
To be perfectly fair, though, this takes place in '97, right?
Yeah.
All it's gonna do is
1970s.
all it's gonna do is wait like 4 more years to see some real shit in New York, wouldn't it?
Yeah, true. Mitochondria Eve don't know shit on Pizza Rat.
I can't believe Mitochondria Eve just fucking spared us from September 11th. Wow. Alternate timelines.
Wow. Crazy. Even Deus Ex wasn't safe.
Okay, really hot question here for you all. What would you rather prefer happen? This or 9/11? Because I guarantee you this right now. This happening
That's a very profound statement.
probably wouldn't have led to the events of 9/11. I mean, true, but when
that
you
feels like a cop out. I'm gonna go
yeah
with. I feel like if this happened, then shit would actually get done.
yeah
I think I might have to go with this.
This is one of those events where it's like everyone comes together to figure out a way to stop it from happening.
Yeah.
Whereas like
it's a
9/11 is
9/11
is like an immediate like response to Bush being a prick in the Middle East.
Yeah.
Like that's all that was, to the point that it's like, what did you expect was gonna fucking happen?
Yeah.
This, however, is like, oh no, yeah, everyone comes together, shit gets figured out, and it's like, oh, did you figure it out? Well, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
That man, I've seen him before, but I can't remember where. It's Daniel. What? Okay, we'll be right there. It looks like we had a break in the case. What? We gotta get back to the station. Hang on, I'm kicking this into turbo.
Here we go, turbo.
Kicks on nitrous. What fucking what was that from? I can't remember what that famous like hit the nitrous button scene was. That was probably from Fast and the Furious. I imagine.
That's Fast and the Furious. Yeah. That's Tokyo Drift. Tokyo Drift revolutionized nitrous in racing games for like a decade.
Tokyo Drift is also just a fun movie. Like,
it's a very fun movie.
It's also,
I love how much CG is in it, and you can tell.
This is like the Tokyo Drift theme is funny enough in and of itself.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fun song, but like, what the fuck?
Yeah, we're going to Daniel. This does lead to the events of the second game. Yeah, I don't. There's stuff in like long-term Parasite Eve lore that's not worth it. Specifically, Third Birthday, because that's like nearly post-apoc, or is almost like on the edge of post-apoc.
The truth is, it's like situations like this. I prefer
Melissa,
isolated. Tim.
Who's Tim?
What does that say up there? What does that say?
DNA Mito. DNA or mind or something, yeah.
Like you're all using a fucking blackboard for that, and not like a corkboard.
they chalk drew a fucking mitochondria or like a cell.
I actually fucking love that. It's like, all right, which one of you fucking nerds?
Details.
Which one of you nerds did this?
I love it.
Melissa's solo concert was scheduled for today. She disappeared after last night's incident, and the concert was canceled. But people are still gathering at the stage. We must not let another massacre happen again. The concert's at Central Park Amphitheater. Central Park? What is it, Daniel? Ben and Lorraine. They're at the concert. What? Oh yeah, I forgot about that subplot. Screw you, Baker!
Daniel,
My son's in danger! Daniel. Damn, Daniel. This is gonna be a running gag, I think.
I think that's gonna be the joke. For
honestly, what I now you remember that old meme picture of like Jesus Christ, how horrifying?
Yeah.
I want that, but like it's Aya saying, "Damn, Daniel." Like that's what I want. It's Aya and Daniel. Damn, Daniel.
I felt my teeth reject my body. Like my skull wanted to leave my body and abandon my brain for that. That caused actual physical damage. I almost turned into a puddle of flesh.
So like, apparently
my mitochondria almost melted me.
It was confirmed that apparently that that video, that meme video, was absolutely marketing for Vans.
Yeah.
Damn, Daniel! Damn, Daniel, back at you with them white Vans! It's so stupid.
I hate it. I hate it.
But it's like, that's how you do marketing. Like, if you want your product to go viral, you do it in a way that, like, no one would ever suspect that it was that.
Mm-hmm.
And we only know that now because they were directly asked about it. Like, yeah, we did that. It's like, you know what? Yeah. Fair. Oh, another mod permit.
Another mod permit if you want to tune up your gun a little bit, but you don't have to.
Little guna? Why not?
A little tune-up for your armor. Goes well with your potato salad.
I never liked potato salad, but however,
I don't like potato
do
salad much.
like.
I like egg salad.
Yeah, I like egg salad, but like macaroni salad is okay. I like the Amish style macaroni salad, but then it's like
I just don't like cold potatoes, and I don't like cold macaroni.
That's fair.
These screens ask you to go pretty far down screens.
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah. Gonna go stock your supplies and stuff?
Man, may as well. It's like whenever I get to come back here, it's like, oh look, free ammo. You know, why not?
Yeah.
But also, I'm wondering
once you get used to how the movement feels and like what they expect you to like get close to, then yeah. When are you gonna let me tune up the guns? I didn't ask to be assigned here to watch over the warehouse all day, you know.
Oh, hold on. As long as you see guns as toys, you'll never touch them.
Hey, I know I can make a stronger gun than you.
Guns aren't supposed to be stronger, you numbskull. They're supposed to be safer.
Fine, you geezer. I do like Torres.
There's also an ad break, so we're...
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, finding that, like... Because, like, I'm trying
I will usually just walk into a wall and keep mashing it until I get it.
There we go.
I'll be completely honest, sometimes the interaction's weird.
Let's see, so... Oh.
There you go.
I do.
You do have a mod permit.
So... Exactly...
So right now your M16A1 has only one slot. That, like... half that like 2 grade is a block slot.
I see. That's fine. It's like I'll probably keep using this gun for a while. Like I don't know.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like when the SG50 or 550 comes
So there's a couple of important things then if you're gonna stick with this gun for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Hit triangle and go to the BP icon. This is your bonus points. So every time you level up with certain threshold, every single time you complete a chapter or beat the game, you'll get bonus points. And you can put these points into your weapon if you want to boost it. I think it's 100 to 1 for plus on attack and stuff. But this also goes towards how quickly your ATB bar fills and how many slots in inventory you get. But it's not 1-to-1 for item capacity. And I think everything is 1-to-1. So everything requires 100. To get that,
okay.
But if you're going to stick with a certain gun for a while, then this is going to be how you keep it from becoming obsolete. But also, all weapons in this game will have plus stats that you can then move over to the weapon with a tool. So, if you really like a gun just by name, then you can use it. But I'm not gonna like tell you what is and isn't a good idea. I'll just kind of let you see how it goes, because I've never. What I wind up doing is that I always just stick with handguns because I think that they're the most reliable. You suffer from not having range, sure, but it means that you fire quickly, you can get out of attack quickly and move. But the rifle is good. A lot of the weapon types I'd argue are pretty good.
I just like rifles.
Yeah.
Like if I were given the choice, it's like I think I would probably use like an M4 styled rifle, but like they don't really like. M16 is also just an interesting choice, but I guess like the M4 wasn't really like in the public eye at the time.
I don't think the M4 was distributed frequently yet. I think it was still in prototype until... Well, actually, no, they might have been a thing with Operation Desert Storm. So, like, the mid-90s. But the M16... What'll surprise... I think what'll make sense to you is that a lot of these weapons are movie weapons.
Yeah, exactly.
So the M16 was bigger than the M4 at the time because it was more distinct.
Mm-hmm.
Because of its carry handle. Oh, yeah,
Oh,
CG.
yeah, this fucking scene. The fucking, like, the come out of the gate like a bat out of hell.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
I love this. I love this. I love this cop LARP going on.
Yeah, I know, right? It's very buddy cop. It's like Bad Boys.
Here's the tension, like the high action tension version of Out of Phase, by the way.
Yeah, I like this one. It's got that BPM that I like. It's like that foot tapping BPM.
Yeah.
Of course, it's ruined by that fucking police siren, but whatever.
Yeah. You'll hear it. You'll hear it more.
What the hell does Melissa Eve want from us? Well, it looks like she wants to gather people in one big area. Damn! That thing's got my boy involved. She's gonna pay for this. Let's hurry. Just hang in there, Ben. I'm coming for you.
There's that motif again. So you'll hear it all over the place.
I fucking love that map thing. That's so cool.
Yeah, I know. This world map is one of my favorites.
It's so neat.
It's very detailed. I love it.
Ooh, that deep rumble.
Yeah.
Ben! Daniel, stop. I gotta get my boy, rookie. Oh, shit.
Whoa.
Oh, fuck. Oh, the combustion field.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta look before you leap, old timer. Old timer. I don't care if I burn. I'll go. Ben's my son. He's the only family I've got. Damn it, I can't do anything. Oh, yeah, because he's divorced. I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, fucking rip. Leave it
Yeah.
to me. But... I'll get them out safe, I promise. Besides, Ben needs you. You won't do him any good if you're dead. Alright, I'm counting on you, I know. Alright.
Alright, this is the new theme, I believe. The zoo.
Oh. Very 80s horror movie.
Yeah.
Police
It's
phone
definitely
boxes.
reminiscent of Halloween.
Police phone boxes. You don't really see those anymore.
No. Again, a lot of the songs in this OST I love to death. But yeah, this is probably a good place to stop.
Mm-hmm.
As this is the next dungeon in the game, is
Yeah.
Central Park. Which is profound.